All right, guys. All right. Here we are. Your boy's extra hype today. Extra freaking hype today. If you guys saw the video that we just had to post in crunch time before we started the stream, then you'll know why. But we don't want to get too deep into that. I'm sure we will talk about it tonight. Because tonight, we're going to be watching MPL Season 11, Philippines, Day 2. Definitely excited for it. Definitely excited for it. And we're actually going to be joined today with Coach Deck. So that's another cool thing. I don't want to listen to this and get copyrighted. Let's give Deku a call. It doesn't ring when I call Deku. Sorry for caps. I just yelled at Deku. I sent him an all caps message. Bro. We're going to MSC. That's bonkers. Pure bonkers. Pure insanity, yo. P-Tick Toxic, what's up? Hello, Afnan, MSC. Sheesh. Bruh. That is nuts, yo. It's so nuts. So crazy. Bro, where's Deku hiding out at? I know he's in one of these Discords, bro. I forget how to do this. There's like a way to do this. Maybe it's actually, you know what? It might be this one. There it is. All right. I found it. I figured out how to do it. A new order begins. Yeah, I'm honestly beyond hype, guys. I'm fully beyond hype. I miss Gold Lane Zylong. Stop the cap, bro. We'll watch it during the chill time.
Ako po, si Mara Aquino. Patuloy natin tunghayan ang pagtaas ng
Mara
lakas
in the
ng
pink
ating
today.
mga manlalaro.
Vibing in the
Ngayon,
pink today.
at nakikita natin
We'll watch
ang
it during our
mga
dead
lahing
time.
ng ibang teams sa kani-kanilang sariling meta. The Philippine meta na ipinapagmalaki natin sa buong mundo. Ngayong Sabado,
MSC is 3 slots, so it's not
first
MSC
match ang
anymore.
Brand
I don't know, bro.
Esports going up against our world champion Echo.
I mean, it's still in Southeast Asia, so it's still a Southeast Asian Cup.
Now, can Brand Esports be the first one to take Echo down?
You know?
It's time to find out.
And we're
Masters.
NACT, you know, like NASEAT. We're C.
Courage and confidence. These two teams completely carry the
I don't care.
from their history and experience. But this afternoon, we'll find out if the Hive will finally strike back or will the Orcas continue their momentum. My name is OSX. I'm with Rockheart and Midnight for the action of the day. Good afternoon, Philippines, and good afternoon, world. We now take you back to the action. How are you, boys?
It is my first appearance in MPL Philippines Season 11, and man, I am hyped.
Let's
We have
go.
first matchup today where we have one team that really is proven to be a world champion.
This is M4
and a
round
team
2,
that is
bro.
really regaining or trying to regain that form of being the strongest.
I mean, for me, I'm glad to be back in the English broadcast, but you know who is glad to be back?
Who?
Rennie Sports up against Echo. These two teams are world champions, M2 and M4.
Well, speaking of these world champions themselves, we're calling our all smart and TNT users who is watching us right now. Continue to enjoy the power of Smart by registering your SIM. Visit smart.com.ph.
Oh, there's
/
Deku.
SIM REG now and
Yeah.
get 3
Yo.
gigabytes of free data
Hold on.
today. So just
me
imagine
crank it
how
down
we're
just
talking
a
about
little
these
bit.
two teams going back for a new season, especially now they're going up against Echo. Now
Turn down
they
some what?
are
Doo-doo,
world
doo,
champions and
doo-doo.
are continuing their momentum
Bro.
from a win yesterday.
MSC.
That's right. And of course,
MSC.
world champion is also
MSC,
true for Rennie
bro.
Sports, right? They are also world.
Yo, that's so crazy.
That's so fucking nuts.
Mad hype. Nah, it's so funny because I literally had this talk with Weezy as soon as like the whole NACT stuff started building up, because like I watched all those things and like I knew when it was starting, and I was just looking at the NACT setup and I was like, bro. And then because like I knew there was the offline, before it got announced or whatever from Spade, and I was like, why would they give us an offline for just like a random, like
Yeah.
the first NACT that's not for anything, supposedly, right? Like that's a lot to do just for a start of the season NACT. Like it makes sense for the fall because it qualifies for Worlds. Okay, cool. So I was like, well, why would they do it for the spring? And I was like, yo, what? Because Dave mentioned MSC like a while ago, like during that talk they had in the
Yeah.
old NACT server, and he mentioned that it could potentially be for MSC, and like I don't feel like a lot of people took it serious at the time. But I was like, yo, I think this is dead ass going to MSC. And he was like, nah, because he was like, the rules, it's for the for the teams out there, it's the C games or whatever. And I'm like, nah, but like think about it, like the way it's set up, it makes perfect sense. I was like, it ends right on time, like right before MSC starts, because MSC is in June and NACT ends in May, right?
I honestly
and I was
thought
like,
it was gonna be. I mean, I knew it was possible, but I was thinking there was gonna be like a different tournament that we were gonna get invited to. I didn't think it would be MSC. I was like, I don't know, just because of the whole C thing. But like, it fucking
well, it made
happened.
the most sense.
There it is,
Like,
bro. It's
out
fucking
of
there.
every other tournament. Yeah, like it was just, but it's so good. Like, I wish they would have said something though before. Like, I knew obviously they were gonna like try to, you don't want to throw out everything at the start. They want to like layer the surprises. But I feel like if they would have said that, like confirmed that a little earlier, at least confirmed it was going somewhere, even without saying MSC. I think teams would have taken it even more serious, like the preparation for this NACT. I think all the teams did take, gearing up serious just because of the fall NACT. But like, as like there's been a lot of roster changes. You know what I mean? And a
Yeah.
lot of swaps. There's been
Yeah, it's
the
gonna be
typical stuff
weird.
that happens in NA. And it's like I think had they said this before, it would have been a lot more grind going on, because that's huge, bro. Like
It's super
MSC
huge.
isn't like, yeah, like winning MSC doesn't like, get you anywhere crazy. It's not like the highest, ranking event, but it's up there, and like that's still like you leave the region for that. You go to MSC, like that's so major, and the fact that it involves NA, like I think, oh, I wish it would have got announced earlier, bro. I really do. I just feel like
Yeah.
that would have brought a whole different layer to this NACT, because everyone signed up just like, we have the grand finals offline, we get the prize pool, and that's like it. But like
Yeah, but
there's a whole
there's
MSC
still like
included.
there's still like what, like 10 days or something, or a few days until sign up's over. I bet you a
Yeah.
bunch, everybody's after tonight, like tomorrow, this weekend, everyone's gonna go fucking insane, and like teams are probably gonna switch up again. People are gonna really think about what they're doing because there's more than just money
there's
this
something
time.
here on the
Yeah.
line.
Yeah.
Even further. But like I wonder
It
because
just makes it
didn't get
so
announced,
much more hype.
but they still haven't said anything about it in the NA server, which is what I found crazy. Like I just happened to be on Instagram and I it was like the first thing on my feed, and I was like, why isn't this being talked about? Like, why is this not in the NACT announcement anywhere? I'm seeing this on Instagram from people that or from the PH Instagram channel. There's like been no mention of it over here in NA.
Ray just said NA is my favorite C region. I'm in a group chat still with like a lot of the fucking with Leo and Wolf and all them from M4 and stuff. And Wolf posted that literally like probably like 10 minutes after you sent it to me. Wolf posted it in the group chat.
But that's what I'm saying. That's
And
so
everyone's
like
like, "What?" And
everyone
I'm
else.
like, "Yo, no." But they were actually someone was like, they were like, "I thought it was C region," and I was like, "Yeah, we're from across the sea." I was like, "Don't y'all rain on my parade?" And then ET, you get it? It
Yeah,
was funny.
this is bro. That's so massive though. I'm so excited for that to happen. Like that's so huge. Like I feel like this was already what we got going on was
Yeah,
good.
it's already a
And,
huge
like the
year.
involvement. Yeah, but like to add MSC is like I don't even know if you can call it's like the cherry on top with the
It
extra chocolate
really is,
syrup, the
bro.
whipped cream. Like it's a whole a whole different
It was the
element
last thing I
layer to that
expected.
competitive season.
I
One
was
hundred
thinking like
percent,
maybe
bro. Like
next year, like maybe we start getting more like national tournaments next year, but bro, they're throwing it at us now. That's crazy.
man, snowballing right now.
Yeah.
That's I mean I don't know, bro. That's just great for NA. It's just so good to see.
Yeah, it's dope. Gonna be exciting.
And the teams, man, because Zane was just complaining about that a while. About us not going to MSC and not having a slot, and then boop, here it is.
There it is. Now
Keeps the players
and
popular.
I think that, and exactly, I think that might be like, all right, Zane, it's time to stay,
Yeah,
time to hang
like
out, right?
now you got more. You have more than just worlds. I mean, obviously that's always going to be Zane's ultimate goal, but you have worlds now. You have MSC. You know what I mean? You have type like more in well, I don't even know what the word I could say. More evolved state of NACT. Like it's not like our NACT isn't even the same as last year, right? Like it's completely revamped. It's the league format. It's just it's so much for this year that's like for NA, and I'm glad that it happened this way.
Yeah. Hold on, they're saying my mic's messed up. Give me 1 second, guys. Better? Should be better. A little more. That should be better. A lot better? Yeah. All right. Echo versus Bren. What are you watching on right now? Deku?
I'm actually about to
I'm watching it
pull it up
on
for myself.
Mobile
I
Legends
thought you were gonna put it
official.
on the thing. So.
Oh yeah, I can share. I can share. Sometimes when I share, fucking my camera glitches out though.
I mean, it's not a problem. I can watch it on the regular channel.
If we just sync up, it'll be easier.
I gotta pull my other devices here.
I'm gonna make a cup of coffee real quick. I'll be right back.
I was gonna make a cup of tea.
Feel free to say hi to chat. I'll be right back.
Got it. Let me go over to chat actually. Let me see. There we go. What's up, chat? What's up, G? G, the Akai weapon here. The did. Inferno, what's up? John Dela Cruz invites you to the call. I can't invite you to the call. It's not. It's we're in NASL, but it's the caster desk. Inferno. I think I already said hi back to Inferno. If I didn't, hi Inferno. Should we prioritize treks for MSC 2023 over treks for M5? Why not both? I don't got motion like that. I guess not. I mean, I can't bring you in. I'm not a. I don't have the perms for that. Super Marco. Doggy said Brent is the team who can beat Echo this season. What do you say, Theo? Do you believe in that statement? You think Echo is taken down by him? Is that G? That's G, the dude.
Yo, dude.
What's up, dude?
Hold on, I can't. For some reason.
Damn, G just joined us. He's in here.
Yeah,
What's up, G?
G's in here.
Yo, MSC though.
MSC.
Sheesh.
You said T to Echo, and I was like, you know what?
Sheesh. I don't, dude. I got a full-time job now, man. I don't know if I can make it to MSC, M5, and
All that shit.
everywhere
For
else.
MSC.
Everywhere
You know
else they want me to go.
Correct. So that was gonna be my next question. John Dela Cruz said deck for MSC, and I was wondering, is that like, you think they're gonna invite casters from NA out to MSC?
Maybe.
Or nah?
Maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
Because I was thinking about that. I was like, if they're bringing the players,
Yeah.
they might bring a caster.
It's
too.
possible.
That's crazy.
It's
I don't think that
possible.
MSC is as funded as M4.
I think max they would do is like, I don't know. I mean, they
Maybe
could
one.
bring two, but maybe they invite one. For something like that, it's just like when I was talking to Naisu, like so, like for example, last year Naisu went alone to MSC 2022. Naisu went for PH, and like Leo didn't go. They only invited one of them.
I mean, that's still huge, though.
Yeah.
Whether they invite one, whether they invite two, it's the involvement.
But what I'm saying is, it
across
just
the board.
depends, like if they want your sound. Like that's really, it's not as for them. It's not as much about like getting a bunch of different regions involved. It's more of like, okay, let's build our desk. We want this guy because we want that type of sound on the desk this time. You know, things like that. More like along that type of term.
Yo, man, that tournament you were doing, Deku, earlier, dude, they had your mic bad. You were sounding a little rough.
Did I?
Like it was really static.
Yep, remember, this is the same roster that also fielded a
To connect
backdoor
my
play
headphones.
up against Blacklist International. And I think Benny Cutie will have a
I know they
harder
were
time
complaining about the
doing backdoor
audio
plays
from the
now
game.
that they're up
I haven't
against
seen anyone say
Brent,
anything about the
but
mic,
it's still
though.
a tall task for them to be able to pull off an upset against the giants of the world champions.
Yeah, speaking of the tall task, I believe Super Mario.
All right, are you guys watching? Deku, are you watching on official Mobile Legends?
No, I'm a slacker. I'm pulling up the MacBook right now to put it up. I was just reading chat while you were going.
Okay.
But you're good. You can you go pull it up. Wow, man, that just makes all watching all this. It feels like now the stuff that everyone's been watching for the longest. It's like it's not just watching other regions be in it now, and then it's like we get a team out to Worlds. It feels like we're getting more into these events.
We're part of it now. We're part of the ecosystem now.
Yeah. We're no longer just watching from the outside. We're in there.
We're
in there, boys.
in there too, which was pretty crazy too. I think.
Put what? Yeah, Mena.
Turkey. Yeah. Mena.
Everybody eats.
I think that's pretty big for all of our regions.
I know, Ritz. MSC.
100%.
I didn't even expect that shit. I was like, I just got done folding
Dude.
clothes. I was about to jump on
Blew
and
my
just start
socks
watching
off.
this. Deku sent me that picture, and I was like, what?
Let's go.
I was getting like tons of DMs, bro. They were like, "Yo, look at this." I'm like, "This can't be real, right?" Like, and then they
That's what I
sent me,
said. I
like,
was
a
like, Deku, where'd you
screenshot.
find this picture, bro? I was like, where's this
Yeah.
picture from, bro? who
That's exactly what I
photoshopped this
said.
shit?
I was like, someone's trolling. I was like, "There's no way, bro." No way. Why they start MPL so early today?
There's 3 games.
Which,
Uh,
to be honest, last season they didn't really act like sophomore.
On Saturdays, it starts a bit earlier.
it went live like the moment I went to bed. I had so many scrims.
What, do
that
you
that I
work in the
was
morning
doing.
or something?
Yeah, I'm a 9 to 5 type of guy now.
On the weekends too?
Nah.
Oh, so you're off tomorrow. I took a nap last night, bro. I went to sleep last night and then woke up at 2 just to stream, just to watch it and everything.
I think I was up to like 1 something hosting scrims for OSP. There's some crazy stuff happening with OSP.
They need to be able to adapt to whatever playstyle Echo is
Spicy.
bringing into this game.
Yeah, speaking of conquering.
Wait a minute. Which one are you watching, Trex?
I'm watching Mobile Legends Official. I'll send you the link if you want. Bit easier.
Yeah, because I'm looking at the schedule from regular season, and you're looking at the caster's desk, and I was like, well, wait a minute. Something's not right.
Midnight mentioned
Here.
heading up to the first game because yesterday completely there was a lot of things that Echo was targeting
Gotcha.
specifically on the draft.
Oh yeah, that definitely is.
At some point, one of us will probably have to like fast forward, because normally it's always like a second or 2 off.
Oh, that's my problem. I was looking at ID.
Nice.
Nice.
Dude's trying to learn the language already.
I didn't get permission to do watch parties for ID yet.
I feel like now it's time for him to prove himself. Maybe
Crazy. I
not
feel like they would just give it out. If you got it for PH, why wouldn't you get it for ID? That doesn't make any sense.
It's 2 totally separate entities, man. It's Moonton, but it's like ran by 2 different things.
Yes, but
And
also no.
ID's like
Yes.
the bigger one, but yes, but also no. But like it's like 2 different departments, you know.
Mm.
So an ID's
yeah.
a little bit bigger, and like I think I may also, I don't know, PH may just like me more.
He played Lancelot.
He did.
My name may be a little, my name may just be a little more known because of Leo and Naisu and stuff.
Yo, Trex, so your thought on MSC? You didn't see the video?
Yeah.
Right in the earlier stages of
Yeah, just go look at the video,
Uh,
guys.
afterwards.
Go look at the video, guys.
No,
No. We're hype, we're hype, we're hype.
Family.
Yeah.
Really had something going. They showed up strong in the playoffs, and who knows what happens to Brent right now?
If Bren defeat Echo, I'll believe in them in this 2023 All Tournaments.
That happened.
Beating Echo is rough, but there's been a lot of roster changes across the waters.
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't like. So I think what's gonna be crazy is M4. Everyone was talking about Blacklist being able to get 2 world championships in a row. But honestly, I think Echo could end up doing it for M5. Like, if they keep
Yeah.
playing the way they do,
Absolutely.
bro. Did you guys watch their game? Have either of you guys skimmed through the games last night?
Mm-mm.
Bro,
Haven't had time.
I did not get I went to sleep so I could wake up this morning.
don't even watch game 1. They just dog watered fucking Blacklist. But game 2, Blacklist. I mean, you can definitely tell there's a lot of kinks with some of their new players and everything. But bro, it was a game. It was a fucking game. Benny tried to pull the back door again at one point. Like, it was just, bro, like, it was a
Yeah,
game,
no.
bro.
Yeah, that was insane, actually.
I'll definitely have to check it out. I haven't got a chance to really sit down and watch. I got to watch a lot of MDL matches. I haven't got to see the start of MPL though.
This time around, if Super Marco can kind of
Dude, I even watched some new women's league
Yeah.
invitational.
That was fun.
I have not got to watch. This will be my first time watching any MPL so far.
first players to really
I have
bring
to
out
set
that
some
carry
yeah.
aside
consistently
from
all
the
throughout the
job.
season.
And like
he
I'm
had a
gonna
huge
just have
win
to
rate
like
with
stop
it.
streaming so
carry,
much so I
the
can actually
unkillable
do stuff.
carry
Yeah.
of Super Marco.
Yeah.
And that really is something that you would
I'd be
expect
tired, man.
as
After
a team
casting
match, but,
all
you know,
all week, all for like
aside from
hours,
Echo,
you get
all
done
of the
casting, you be like, all
checkboxes
right, man,
don't,
it's
you know, geared
it's time to
towards
lay
the
it
side.
down.
Because if you look at the hero
You
pool,
guys did good
it's
though.
so damn wide. Like, he plays Melissa, he plays Juan, he plays Brody.
Objectively
Fucking
speaking,
John Dela
Brady is
Cruz
deep.
was hating on me for watching the
In the
women's.
category of marksman.
Yes. You know,
I mean, you know, like
Jesus.
it's part. It's like
Better
it's
call
part,
him Andrew Tate.
He was
part of
hating.
the job.
Tell him stop being the top G. Calm down.
We were all watching the women's league. From John, you were in my chat watching the women's league with me. Fuck you.
But yes, you've mentioned Edith.
I'm not gonna say I was watching it and had the time of my life, but
The funny thing
you
is,
know,
Paquito is one of
you
the
gotta
heroes
keep
that
up
Kyle
keep up
TZ
to
has been
date,
playing
man,
a lot.
with all the
So I
events
would
you
not be
can.
surprised.
I told Nami that she needs to start her own women league for OSP. And all women.
They play Karina, they play Lancelot, they
That'd
play
be
Vayne,
funny.
all the likes,
I
you
was
know?
not watching. I was
I
just
mean,
listening
most
to
of the
you.
junglers
The
here
little
in
tricks
PL would do
ASMR.
the same. But the
Most-
difference here is
Venue of
Carl TZ
MSC.
already
Not
adapted
sure.
to that meta
Didn't
wherein
didn't see anything about that.
we
Once I
keep
saw
on seeing
NA, it was
Somewhere in
done.
Asia.
I clicked off
Somewhere.
Instagram. I hit some
Like,
DMs and I said, "Hey, man,
you can say,
MSC NA.
either
That's all that
they're
matters.
not
The
adapted to
venue.
the meta,
We could have
or
been playing in
Carl TZ is
Atlantis.
just
It wouldn't matter to
wanting
me.
to play
NA's
his
involved."
All they had to do was
Yeah.
drop that little teaser, bro, and the hype is on.
So
They,
now.
they literally put NA in the first part of it too. They were like, oh look, just NA casually.
Casually. Bro, literally I almost missed it because it's not like they didn't mention NA like in the caption or anything on the original post. So I just happened I was just skimming through with my eyes and I saw the flag and I was like, wait a minute. I thought I was looking at something for M series, so I was like, that's kind of strange, but this so early out. And then I looked over it again, I saw MSC region, I was like, no way. No way.
No way.
No way. No, absolutely wild.
Then that's your starting line.
Yeah, yes,
But
there's
that
a
is-
women's division.
That was the keys to victory number one.
That was. I'll tell you what though. Those won the team that won the Bigatron team. They just need to go to MDL.
What if you break down one?
They're just like
Body.
mopping the floor with all the other girl teams, bro. Like they're so far past them. They need to move on to bigger things. Bigatron era.
Or even a more utility.
Wouldn't that be kind of wild if they went to MDL and kind of? I wouldn't expect them to have the same type of results, but if they middle of the pack, that'd be huge.
I mean, and that's what they need. I feel like if they keep playing in events like they're playing in now, they're never gonna grow. Like, cause they're just like way better than all
Having
those
their
other.
way.
Yeah, they're doing whatever the hell they want. They played Jungle Hanzo, bro. They played
They're just
Hanzo.
doing whatever.
Yes, they played Hanzo. It was hilarious. And
No.
Mirko, Eterna, and Arashi were on the desk casting that event. And Mirko and Eterna go, "Oh, Hanzo? Dave would be so happy right now." They shout out to Dave. It was hilarious. I was rolling, bro.
Yeah, that is amazing.
The greatest of all
He wants to
time.
be the goatest
Yeah,
of goats.
we call him the GOAT, and the GOAT has a goal, and that was the yesterday's interview.
There's also rumors
Like me
MPL
and-
like 12 teams.
Carl TZ has a lot
Jesus.
of plans.
I
but
don't
if
know.
We are trying to see
Maybe there'll be 12 teams. I don't think so though.
We've seen one yesterday, and those
You have to change up the format completely, because the thing is they have to fit it into so many weeks, right? Like, because they have events like MSC and other tournaments. So like, if you add 12, if you make it 12 teams, then you're gonna have fucking like 12 weeks.
Rex, did you see that? I saw something this week, but it slipped my mind. I didn't get to follow up on it. The Team Secret, that new org, they
Yeah,
joined
Singapore. Singapore.
So they did join Singapore.
Yeah, they took Orange
okay.
Esports slot. So they
Oh,
didn't have to
wow.
qualify. They just, because all of it's franchise, so they just paid. They bought out. Guessing Orange Esports either some contract, whatever. But they took Orange Esports slot. So they are officially in.
That's crazy.
Oh
That
no,
is-
no,
I
no,
actually
no! It's
like
not
Orange
Singapore. It's
Esports.
Malaysia. MPL Malaysia. Which I think is better,
Okay.
because they'll be playing with like Todak and Hawk and all that.
Is it still there?
Gives them a chance, to be honest.
I think Malaysia's the better region. So
Malaysia PH though, what's going on there? Todak PH?
How to energize your morning
You guys hear about that?
Malaysia
Oh, all the
PH.
imports that they got?
Yeah.
They have 3
Normal.
imports right now, don't they?
Yeah, 3 PH imports.
But you can only play. I think they said you can only play 2 actively
Wake up early in the morning, very
at a time, if I'm not mistaken.
Started right, basically. Started right with a cup of coffee and a loud bang.
Todak right now is full of PH imports and coach. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Her team secret's trying to. I can tell you right now, Zayn and Chicken are going to team secret.
You think so?
No, they
not.
want
They're
to.
They're
I
not,
will.
right?
Oh, okay. I thought you said they
I
were.
won't speak for Chicken, but I know Zayn for a fact is not going to team secret. He wants an established team. He's made that clear.
I think
He's
with
not
this
trying to go over
announcement,
there.
honestly, Zayn may just stick around, bro.
Oh, yeah,
I think with NA going to MSC, there's a high chance by the end of this year we get an org. I really
If we
believe
got
that
one,
by
it'd
the
be
end of
crazy.
this year, beginning of next year, if we do well in MSC, if we don't get one by the end of this year, then by NACT spring season 2024, we have at least one org team.
I believe it, and that's all you need. Once you get one, you get them all. So
Yeah.
If I had enough money, I'd start an org right now.
yeah, well, I'm sure we all would. But that's tough. You gotta have some deep pockets for an org. Sheesh.
Yeah, you gotta really do. It's a fucking swamp. You lose
You know,
so much.
it's
Esports is not a
it's
money
actually-
making business for
yeah.
orgs.
I was gonna say, that's so
I was
funny.
like,
that you mentioned that. I had seen what was it? It was some. It wasn't over here for ML. It was like a league thing, some interview, and they were talking about like how basically all the esports orgs are like a very select few are actually profitable, and the rest
Yeah.
are just a money pit. Like it's just a whole.
There's a lot of content creator who did Disguised Toast started a Valorant team.
Yeah,
Spent
I've seen
500
that.
grand. They made it to
Yeah,
Division
500.
2 too. They made it to fucking Division 2, which is dope. And then Moist Critical has an esports organization now called Moist Esports. He does mostly like Smash. Smash.
Yeah,
teams.
yeah. That's what I saw. Moist esports.
Yeah.
They were
Yeah.
talking about it in an interview with them.
And now
He was like, "Yeah, it's a hole, bro."
who
So
else is
someone
getting
sent me a
involved?
letter in the mail for 500K. They were like, just no down payment.
We need a rich friend to start one. Yeah, you definitely need a rich friend.
Yeah.
I think you need more than
I
that.
feel like for ML, you could probably start a like if you wanted to fund a team fully and everything, probably like 100 grand budget.
I would say way more. NA?
In NA, yeah. I think you could.
You wouldn't be able to afford a yearly salary of a player for that.
What are you,
Or
bro?
even a team.
I
Well, I
think
mean,
I
you start-
you would,
Are
bro.
Are we
We're
thinking
we're not-
amateur, I guess?
we're not hiring fucking we're not hiring fucking Oh My Venus, bro. We're moving
Yeah.
5 guys into a shitty apartment to play ML all day, bro.
Shit, they're living with me. Forget that.
I'm just saying it's possible.
Yeah,
I
for
guess I
that,
see
for that
it, I see
budget,
it, I
you
see it.
definitely could. I mean, you also gotta realize some of these guys have been. I mean, they've been doing it for free, so it's not like a stretch
do
of
the math,
imagination that
right?
they'd bite on it.
You pay, I bet you pay a player $1,000 a month. You pay like if I got like some decent players, $1,000 a month, 5 players, $1,000 a month. That's $5,000 a month. That's 50. That's 60 grand a year just for player salary. You have 40 grand extra for whatever budget you need. Just saying.
That's definitely more than enough. At least out here in NA, because what you gotta
So
pay. You
you could go up maybe 200 grand if you want to include like a house or like a gaming house and stuff like that. Maybe equipment
Yeah,
so
that's
everyone
okay.
can stream and things like that. 200 grand you could probably put together a
I can see
solid.
200.
And
Yeah.
and if everyone's streaming
And that-
every day,
that's
maybe
all
you
he's
start
maxed out.
making profit in like 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, you take like 20% of their earnings.
Yeah.
Well, it probably wouldn't be hard. You also, you probably get some of the bigger names first than anyone, so you probably immediately come in with a profit.
I heard New Wave like disbanded, yeah?
Yeah, they've disbanded a while ago. After what's it called?
Everybody's
Little-
turning into NA, man.
Latam.
Because we've seen Esmeralda being used.
Gee, go get us a nice business loan, bro. 200 grand.
I heard it was an issue because I guess
They
the
already
org
said I
didn't
got
pay for shit.
500K pre-approved.
Do you?
Yeah. They
G
said
finna
no.
come out with
Like I don't know. Hell if I know how to pay
Flex
that
esports,
back in
bro.
college.
Flex esports.
Flex esports. I love it. Love it.
That'd be insane.
We all have to wear fucking cut off
All the
sleeves.
jerseys are cut off
Yeah.
sleeves. Skinny ass nerds and fucking cut off, baggy ass cut off sleeves.
Valorant and League of Legends salaries are inflated. Yeah.
Think so?
Yeah, salaries are super inflated,
the
bro.
money that they give out to those players, I mean, there goes your hole right there. Like, that's the negative.
That's the thing.
What the hell? You're paying like a bunch of people that much money, you know, and you're not, especially if you're not winning. Like, of course you're gonna be in a cycle of just losing money. You paying them more than you get back in rewards and stuff or from them. Like, it's crazy. And I'm not sure if it's the players making the request for that money or what, but that's an absurd amount. I mean, there's definitely some talent that is worth it, but not. It's like every single player on a roster gets like that money. That's just not how it goes. It just shouldn't be that way. Someone's got to eat the minimum salary here. Like, we can't all be stars.
That's like that's like yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's like in real life too.
Yeah, like you're telling me you got 5 Kobe Bryants on the roster? Let's be for real. Someone's got to be Derek Fisher.
Someone's
Ron
the bench
Artest.
warmer.
we gotta have role players somewhere. There's got to be a clear divide in the pain. We can't all be making this. You know, who's the biggest streamer on the team, the biggest following, who's really bringing us in that viewership, bringing us in those fans.
Who's selling jerseys,
That's the
bro?
guy.
That's
Selling who's selling jerseys?
Because honestly, even if you're trash, if you're selling jerseys, they'll keep you.
Yeah, you're bringing money in. You're bringing, you know, even if you're not winning, that's right. If you're selling the merch, you're doing something for the business. But if you're just out there losing with the team, and then you know you're like a low end streamer, not the best personality, no one really buys your stuff. You're almost kind of forgettable in a sense. Why are you making the same money? Why are you causing a hole in my business plan here? We gotta readjust. So I definitely agree to that. It would need a whole restructure though. Like I think like all the orgs have to like get together and be like, hey, look, if one does it, we all got to do it, because if not, then they just leave the guy that decided to drop all those prices or the payouts and go to the other orgs. But that also, I mean, who knows? The way the players are set up now, a lot of them are kind of big stream. Like, they can be like, all right, well, fine, I'll just stop playing.
Inferno wants to know if you got contacted back about the TV jerseys. LOL.
I don't think I actually did. Let me double check.
G, you gonna go work with Tier 1 or what? What's going on? Are you gonna leave us like Zane or what?
They got me pinned in right now. You know, there ain't nothing confirmed or anything like that, but I think they actually might be.
Oh, come on, G. Come on.
Come on, G.
Don't give me the media
I'm giving you the press conference.
He's giving me the media train response.
PR. Listen, G's the worst PR guy out there. He's Tom Holland of MLBB.
I almost leaked where M5 is gonna
be. Hold on. You didn't almost leak. You completely blew the lid on that shit.
Yo, I saw that post. He said I might have said it. You definitely said it.
I did not have sexual relationships with that woman. And pulled the Bill Clinton over here. I might have said it, but
Clinton. Listen, hey man, I gotta get better at these things. No, I mean I've been in contact with their president of talent retention, so
that'd be.
He said that there's nothing at NA right now, but
well, even
he gave me like a winky face and said, "Stay tuned."
If they offered you that's pretty major. But if they offered you they offered you like a position, but you had to like, you know, obviously leave and go over to their country, would you take it? Or
I probably, to be honest, like if they paid for my housing and everything, 100%.
Well, hell, well, even if they didn't, I'm sure you. I'm not gonna lie. Seeing the way them tier 1 people live, I think you'd be doing more than just having somewhere to live.
Dude, I'm telling you.
I saw, bro, Elodia's living so great. They're just posting her for just the amount of money she's spending. She had the greatest yacht party of the. I was
Oh,
like,
dude, I
what?
seen.
Like,
Elodia told me the last time I seen Elodia and everything, she told me that if I come to M5, she'll show me around all of tier 1.
they look. That looks like a lot of fun. So I would definitely take that take that up. Well, I don't know. Do you leave NA the part that you've been helping grow to just go to somewhere else? Because then that's a
I
tough
don't know,
tough
bro.
little pickle. I guess
If-
for a personal decision, it's pretty easy. But then
If I was
like, do I wanna-
listen, if I didn't have all the responsibilities I have with my family and everything, I would definitely go try to cast a season over.
no, not cast, not just cast
That boy said live.
and come back. I mean, yeah, like
Go live for a year,
you're on
bro.
the
Fuck yeah. Hell yeah, I would, bro.
Drake said, I'm getting the.
I mean, I would be in the same boat. I'm not gonna lie.
As long as I knew I could pay my bill and get
Yeah.
home. Yeah.
Well, I knew G was out of here when I saw him teasing his damn face off next to Betsy and Elodia. I was like, that guy's out of there.
You know what's interesting?
He's no longer North American.
Uh,
Through and through.
Earlier it was Zenx versus Apex. Was it?
The Knicks is a nice little team.
Well, I mean, they absolutely got shredded by Apex.
Damn, did they? I didn't even know Apex still had they have a roster now, or they were around for a little bit. They like when what was the other team? Ad Meliora, ADM. They were like that. Well, that's what I was about to say. That they kind of, I feel like both of them kind of disappeared off my radar at least at the same time. I didn't know Apex was back or is still around. I guess I don't. Did they compete in the last NACT?
Apex?
Yeah.
I think they, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's Apex Predators. They made it to top 8. Yeah.
Apex
No,
Predators.
they didn't make it to top 8, bro.
Really?
Don't cheat, bro.
They were really good though.
Hold
I
on.
don't remember.
I got the
Apex
bracket
Predators.
somewhere.
I don't even remember all of top 8.
I remember most of the top 8 teams. I definitely don't remember seeing because we invited most of the top 8 teams for the Valentine's thing.
On yeah, it was Team Sexy. Oh no, this is old.
Yeah, that's old. I
I was like Team Sexy. I was like, huh? I was like, hold up here. Hold up.
Wait, Team Sexy
Hey,
didn't play
they-
last NACT?
Deku, they already got you on Liquipedia, buddy.
They have me on Liquipedia? Ain't no way.
Apex did they made it.
Well, so like
to-
they'll always put, if you cast in something, your name will be on there. You just won't have a page. If you have a page now, that's like really fucking cool. Because it took me having to get to M4 to get a page.
I don't think he
But
has. I
honestly,
think you're the only one.
with this NACT coming, like everyone who casts in it may have a page, just because I think it. We'll have to see what tier it's gonna be.
I'm about to
see.
lobby for a page because I didn't cast it.
It's B tier,
It
so
won't
we
happen.
may actually.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's B tier now. So what was it before?
Yo, it actually says qualifies to MSC is the winner. The first place winner qualifies to MSC.
They
Apparently,
just
in this
updated
NACT.
that shit.
Yeah, literally, right in on Liquipedia.
Yeah, I'm looking at it too.
Yeah. Wow. That's crazy, bro.
Oh my god, we gotta change that picture of me, bro. Fuck.
Huge respects to the fan that was
For the spring season, NCT?
Bro, just my page, page picture.
The glue though, right? Is this still really?
Nah, I need a page ASAP. Someone, I need it. Yo, I've been going hard on casting. Not your real name though. Well, I don't really want my real name up there.
Chad,
They
did
all
you
got-
know me and
we're in the
Deku
draft, we're in the
live right
draft.
next to each other? Crazy.
We are in the draft.
Where's
The
Barang?
Como cartel, bro.
Here he is.
Echo and Bryn. Sheesh, what a crazy way to kick it off.
Okay, there you go. Kaja, it's the same set of
Few,
plans
I
they
love
did
that
yesterday.
guy.
I
Super
like the
Marco.
band though. The amount of respect still coming out
But
from Brandy
Jesus,
Sports.
Echo
Even
just
though
looked
it's
like an execution squad.
you know,
I'm currently wearing my Echo jersey.
but you don't want it to get you don't
I'm
want
wearing my
to give the
Blacklist
chance
jersey.
to get
I
Gee, I
know,
feel like
I know.
you haven't been out of M4 merch since you left M4.
Oh
He
no,
hasn't,
bro.
He
Never,
lives
dude.
in, he sleeps
This
in that
merch,
shit, bro. He cuddles up
dude.
next to it.
Alodia signed my jacket, dude. Like that, it's never getting washed.
He's gonna have a stinky jacket. That was like what was it in that SpongeBob episode? And Pearl got her hand shook by like little dumpster people or trash guy.
Yo,
She's
she
never
even
gonna
put a
wash it.
heart on it, bro. Like blew my mind. Yeah, no, I was melting right there.
He's gonna come back to M5 with it like yellow tinted.
Hey, she
Elodie, I never washed it.
women in PH can have two husbands, right?
For real. Crazy goals.
Hold on. We
Crazy
got an Edith pick.
goals.
All right, guys. We got an Edith pick.
We do have an Edith pick. I'm loving it. I love it.
I've been
You
waiting
gotta-
to
you
see
gotta
this.
You gotta throw in the patch updates, man. Come on.
Dude, I was actually. Is it? Who's it on?
It's with Bren. We don't know where it's gonna go yet. Is it gonna be Rome or is it gonna be HP?
Rome. I mean, with her 300% damage to minions now,
Yeah.
like I feel like she would be an absolute menace in the jungle.
This time around,
I don't know. if
But
she's
I-
in the jungle. I mean, it could happen. You never
Also,
know.
someone did use it in the
Yeah.
jungle recently. I got to see it here, but it didn't
I
go
need to
well.
try
But,
it out.
but in XP, it dominated.
It's
Someone
actually
pulled it out in
pretty
XP
good.
and
I
it
love this
dominated.
because
Jungle,
Could you,
kind of
could you
flopped.
imagine like jungle emblem and that 300% the damage?
Didn't she get an adjustment to where she kind of like shreds tanks a little bit more now, right?
I think she does like percentage damage or something like that now. She's
Yeah.
almost like a portal, like a what's that?
She's
Portable,
she's
but more of
another
a
tank
CC Lunox.
She's a tank eater. Always love to see that. We need more tank eaters. Down with the tank meta.
High, absurd amount of damage.
How much your professional pick is? Honestly,
that's just how the damage
it
is.
depends.
You know, you get a 100 strike, you one-shot people.
Professional pitcher.
It's
We've been
it's a
talking about
headshot. You can
nightmares
get a
and possible
headshot
picks,
done pretty.
And this was in the keys to victory yesterday.
At that point, you're kind of paying
Let
for
out Edith and
the
Paquito and just Bren. Okay, we'll take
aesthetics a
on our
little bit
first
more there.
pick.
Amy at
Three of them,
M4
and
was
they ban out the
the
Atlas
packaging
insane with her
Now we spawn for
photography.
picks. And
Yeah,
how
she
is
did
Echo
good.
Yeah.
will respond to
like,
this?
and she no one paid her. It was crazy.
They even have to respond because right now
That's like some of
they're
the first
holding
stuff like
Kalira.
people learn generally.
Rennie,
Like
I
headshots,
get
it's
the
like a
amount of
standard.
respect you have for Yawi,
Good.
but
Like if you go to a photo shoot, you're always
I
gonna
went
get
out
a
there.
headshot.
Yawi can just
I went out
adjust
there,
again,
amateur
just pick up
the-
Kadita, you
the
know,
camera.
wasted 2 hands. So I feel like that's
Yeah, so
overly
it's
I
now you
didn't
can
do
tell.
anything in 4 times slow-mo though, Trax.
overly
We're good.
responding
That's
from
good.
Blacksport's side, but I get it. I
We're
understand the
good.
ideology.
We're good.
You just
I
still
do
don't
need to
want
get another
to get,
lens
you
though.
get picked
Yo,
up by an Atlas,
Paquito, have
'cause
y'all
you
been?
saw
I don't know
that
if y'all been
yesterday.
watching
He
anything
doesn't
going
pull any
on in
punches.
the
No.
matches, whatever. But
Sports was
Paquito has been
definitely
feeling a little
watching
nasty
yesterday
again.
when
Easy.
Echo was facing off against Blacklist. That Atlas
Very
was
disturbed by the fact
generating a
Paquito was
lot
kind of
of
making his
highlight
way
worthy
back.
plays.
I was glad the knockout strikes weren't connecting with these players and myself personally, but it feels like he's just coming back, man. Back in the ring.
Wait, Deku turned this into a cast session instead of a watch party.
No, I'm watching it. I'm just talking about the pick. It's just, you know.
Yeah, they're baiting out the carry.
Hey,
New
man.
coach of Bren.
But they go native.
This venue looks exactly
Brenny
like
Sports seem to
M4.
be leaning so heavily towards the patch notes right
Well, other
now.
than all of the high-tech graphics.
What is
Said
meta?
leaning heavily
What
towards
is
the patch
meta?
notes right
Yeah.
now. What
This
is
It
meta?
looks like Brenny Sports read the patch notes and said, "We'll pick all of them.
Yeah, Coach Brent. Coach
Let's
Brent
choose
and-
everything."
It's open. Why not take it, right?
Bro, and the
And-
Natan now?
Okay, other teams
Yeah.
have tried.
I really want Bren to win this just 'cause of this lineup, bro.
I'm
I wanna
not gonna
see the
lie,
meta
dude. I got
broken.
2 savages in a row with Natan.
Yeah.
I saw Natan Jungle in the EU tournament today, and that went kind of crazy. They ended up losing, but individual performance-wise, Natan popped off.
He's still pretty good in gold too.
Okay.
Just because of his second skill, CC. It's not a CC, but it's a control effect.
They're
you know?
done.
Kind of. It's kind of a CC.
I'm waiting for a
Definitely not-
Hanabi.
It's not fun.
I'm waiting for a Hanabi pick, to be honest.
Oh,
Bro, get the
man,
hell
hold
out
your
of
breath.
here, bro.
Nah,
Hold your
bro.
breath.
I'm telling you, dude. I'm telling you.
seasons
Let me
back.
guess.
Wait, it'll come out. We already seen
Right
the
after the
Hans on
Zas.
the women's
It's gonna
league.
come out right after the Zas, bro. It's gonna come out right.
I don't know about the Zas. I don't know about that one.
That's why it's never gonna come, because I said it's gonna come after the
I
Zas.
don't know, man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I guess.
I really dislike these double mage. I mean, obviously a
Yeah,
team
but
like
Rex
Echo
over
pulled
here
off,
eating
I
my
really
head.
dislike-
style here is going to revolve towards
Nice.
that one-man pick-off as much as possible. Because
Inferno did
you don't
Inferno
want to,
did spill the
lean
beans, though,
towards
if you
the
missed
team
it.
fights too much.
Yeah,
What do you say?
and now the smart power
About
position
the
is up,
Simpsons
so
scrim?
at some point in the game, a Paul will show up. You
Nah,
only have
didn't-
until the
didn't
timer
even-
runs out to comment your prediction.
Didn't even
Simpsons,
catch
I
it. Who they
already
script?
knew about this.
S11.
I got
Right
inside
now,
info.
you've
I already knew
seen
about
our
this.
predictions. There's only 2 people in the Galaxy stream who
Basic
voted
was
for
playing
Red
with the
Esports and
Simpsons,
4
like
for
he might
Echo.
be
So
joining the
one
Simpsons
commenter
for an
who guessed
ACT.
correctly will win a redeemable
Is
invite.
Well, he gonna have to join somebody because he ain't got
Zen
a team.
X. Zen X absolutely destroyed them.
I gotta be honest with you.
Destroyed the
With
Simpsons?
my life as an analyst.
Yeah.
This is the hardest
I believe it.
Like
game I
basic
ever
basic
have
was
to
like
cast.
I think
don't
like
even
2 and
know
8.
where people will go.
It was
It's
bad.
Destiny Wire here.
They destroyed
in
them so
this
bad that
match.
they only did
Okay,
a best
yeah,
of
I think it was
1.
fine.
Okay, it's a typical lineup.
Damn.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
It's the typical lineup.
But that's what I said, Zen
It
X
could have been a
is
bad
good.
night
I-
though.
I
So
like
you
their
could
team.
argue that Nathan
I actually
could
had
go
one of my
jungle,
teams scrim
Kakita
against
go
them. They
mid.
ended up
There's a
winning
lot of things to flex on
2-1.
the side of Brand Esports. They
And
go
that because
for
my
the
first time seeing him
fundamental,
was on your stream when
things.
when
And
you
Echo, they did
had me
put
join you for
Yawi
that
on
scrim.
account.
Oh,
Who
yeah,
they
yeah,
go
yeah.
against? I forgot who they played against.
I think they played against TV or no, was it TV? But it was
Nah.
This time.
nah.
Yeah, that is a big
It was. It
question.
wasn't. They're not
Now,
TV. It's
And right now,
it's the
Karl obviously going to
Valley
be
of-
able to lean towards that. Get
They ended up
damage,
losing
that
it, but they
tank
played
damage here.
really.
Yeah.
They played really
But here's
well.
the thing that they can kind of abuse on Brent
I
Esports.
felt I
Their
definitely
crowd
knew they were gonna be
control is
strong. After I
so
saw it, I
hard.
was like, yeah,
Yeah,
I want to scrim them myself as
Yeah,
well. But
that's
I'm very
huge.
surprised that
Owen only has
they
one
did Simpsons the
AoE
way they did.
stun
Yep.
or knockup.
I don't
To
think
make
and
them
that's
to make
not
them
enough.
quit after
They
one.
gotta
Scenarios,
do-
so they're gonna have to. If
They got- they-
want
they
to win,
just gotta
Brent
practice.
has to play around that.
Just want to highlight Sanford, taking
Oh,
it
no,
out against
good.
Baptiste, even committing the Petrify to be able to win the 1v1 matchup.
That
up
Edith
against
is in the
T1, which
Rome.
puts
That's
Sanford
interesting.
on a better
When he does
pedestal,
get picked, I never
because
see
right
it go
now
into
what
the
he
Rome
can do
spot.
is
But
just clear the wave and not
I mean,
care
I feel
about
like
the
it's a
Tyrol at
sizable
all.
pick.
See? Comment down your smart power predictions right on the chat.
look at this.
You
Look at
might
this.
win
Look at this
something out of
grimy
this
position
game,
from Brent.
Because how are we analyzing this?
This is
something
where you die in
different.
solo
Someone's being
queue
trapped
and
in
your
4.
random
Look
starts
at
flaming up
that.
for camping bushes.
It's
Like, bro, it's a part of
basically
the
what I
game.
said. You take out
Wait,
that single target.
just happened to
crowd
Edith?
control,
Like,
and where's the
first
team
blood
fight
is
from
got
Brent?
destroyed.
It's non-existent
Edith
right now.
met the meta.
There's no
Well, I mean,
coming
got
out.
CC'd by Carl
Boys
Tuzzi, got
yellow, but right
CC'd
now Echo.
by the
They're doing what they did
Farja.
yesterday,
Like,
relentless
What do you
early
do?
game aggression. Even
Trex is in
trying
my
to
way
invade
because I'm watching
behind
Trex.
the XP lane of
Watching
Flap
mine,
Teasy.
bro?
And right now they have
I'm watching
Yeah.
it.
Delayed
I gotta
that, bro.
support. I gotta support you, bro.
I have my back to
He
the
said
front.
he moved his head.
That's what you're talking about there. That
Carl
damage
Tuzzi
out
takes
the
it.
butt. Carl Tuzzi does not care that much as long as Yawi can actually zone out well.
He
be
took
Brand
that while
left
getting
hanging there.
flipped.
Are you-
That was
After that
Are you
impressive.
freaking serious? Carl Tuzzi was so confident. He didn't even use retribution that turtle fight. He retreated.
I don't know if Paquito would high and
You're right.
high and
He was
tries.
like, okay, I got turtle.
ridiculous.
I'll retri you just so people can see
maybe
that
for some
retribution is
solo
on cooldown.
pick off.
Yeah.
That's
It
I
could
mean,
be
with all
actually
the
a bait.
CC, I definitely
And
wouldn't
Carl
have
Tuzzi
liked
became
Paquito. I
that
mean,
Carl
the Fredrin alone is
calculated.
enough to make me not
Brand
want to
Esports
play it. You
Dynasty,
just
long
get ate up by
active in
CC, and then you
MLBB
got the
history,
Akai on top of
season
you.
now.
You get Kai by
This
Kakita
team
with
has
the
been
Petrify. It's
existing for so
ridiculous.
long.
What do
I
you
really
do? What
want
do you
to. I really want to see this
Creating
Natan's
out of
build.
potential.
and there
I wanna
you go.
see-
Flap Teasy
It's
might be in
like I
The
know
build
how
is
I'm
crazy.
building Natan, but I want to know like how you build Natan on the side.
Cal
I've been
Teasy is
like
here for the
throwing
backup,
a
but I don't
lot.
think Flap Teasy actually needs it.
Sanford.
Gonna be able to get out live, but don't forget,
Yeah.
Echo is still getting some of that gold.
It's
cleave.
kind of crazy because it feels like Natan's build is all over the place. I haven't seen anyone really stick with anything. I haven't seen any build stick basically since because he's had a lot of adjustments over the last couple patches, but it doesn't feel like anyone's stuck with a build so far.
He's like almost an. He's essentially like a
Kind of just
slower
chill,
Claude.
And chilling is actually what Super
what I
Mario
see
wants
now.
right now. As long as they don't
With a
become
little bit of
explosive in that
control.
top side,
Yep.
that's what the Nathan wants.
Kind of looking.
I really need to
Benny,
learn how to.
What is he doing?
Top lane.
Echo
Top
is
lane, Benny Cutie!
Oh, it's a one.
Thousand
Bro, you know
gold up
they
already?
first first
I
pick
love it.
Lennox on the blue
And I
side?
don't. It feels like just Benny just flexing that I can kill you under your
Great.
tower. Maybe that's a little bit of a mental warfare happening right
With
there.
a Lunox.
With a Luna.
See? So the difference right now of Echo is totally changing from one match to another. Yaoi being trapped,
Oh man, Fuse in trouble here. Gets blown to bits after the rough waves.
Bryn,
Yeah, we
Echo,
bit of a blunder
Echo.
there. Actually, will be able to
Echo's
lock
just,
down Ogwin in the
they're
end.
just nasty, bro.
And that's Echo for 2.
I mean,
You harp
I,
You harp
in
on
my
this rock hard.
predictions
Echo
for M4,
has
I
so
said
much
Echo was
ground
going to win it
control
all.
versus
And
the
people
only
like
AoE
downed
ground
me
control
really
of
bad
Benny
for
Sports on
for
Owen.
it.
And
And
you see the stark
Echo
difference.
ended up
just kept on
winning it
engaging
all.
against Benny Sports, and they have nothing against
There
that.
was definitely
And
no
you saw
arguing
the
with,
combo from Carl Teasy earlier
not with
alongside
Echo, but of
Sanji.
all
You
rosters,
get
their
in,
lineup
you
is
get the
just,
taunt.
like I said, bro, it's
Sanji
the
goes in,
execution
doesn't even
squad.
need
Where,
to use a
like,
Petrify,
you
and
know, in
he
most
gets that
teams, you know,
kill
there's like a
onto
few
Fuse.
players like are
Everything
kind
is
of like
so
auto
calculated
default
in the
gonna win the
whole
lane, or you
ecosystem
can like at
play.
least rely on
Brand
them to go
Esports lacking
50-50
out the crowd control. Could they be
throughout. But like
relying on
Echo, it's
Ogwin
like, bro,
most of the moment,
where
but they
did you
have
beat them
more
out at? Like,
damage that we can either
their
imagine into
whole
mid-to-late
roster
game.
is a
But
bunch of
Power is
damn
the
all
action part.
stars. Like
Echo is trying to go
this
in
is the
for a
team with
play.
5
They're
Kobe
able to
Bryants.
take out Super Marco
This is
in
the
the
team with
end,
5
and
Kobe
one
Bryants.
guy
There is no
down
Derek
is
Fisher.
all.
There's
Yeah.
that Edith though.
That's a 2K
All right.
gold lead already.
And it's
for
like,
Echo
where
here.
do
Taking
you
out one
where
of
do
the
you
most
win?
You're
important
what?
damage dealers
I'm
for
focused
Red
now.
Focus, what were you doing?
That name
I was
Again, this is the
I was
confidence
sending
we were talking
Wikipedia
about
people a
earlier
new
during the
picture so
first,
I could change my
part of our
fucking
panel
picture on
discussion.
Wikipedia.
You know, this is just Echo.
I seen you on the
Really?
camera and I was like, I
This
don't
is
know
painful
what
to
this
watch.
guy's
Look at that. Just no answer at all.
Wait, let
from
me go
Red
see. What does your
This is
picture
just
look like? Is it not the
constant
one you have?
outplays
Or it
from
is the one you have?
Orcas and Brand
Wait, is it?
Esports.
What does it look like
Have
now?
No answer. Carl Teasy.
It's your
They are just flexing.
grand finals
They
pick.
are balling right
All right,
now. Look
cool.
at that. Sanji
It
in the
wasn't.
follow-up here blew up Kyle Teasy to
Well, damn, did they
smithereens.
change it right away?
Burst damage to
But
magic
this-
damage. How do you exchange trades?
That's what I
1
say.
to none,
Every time I
and
see your
Echo just
pick,
keeps on
where
going,
it's the grand
and there
finals
goes the
pick,
gold.
I would
3K
assumed it would have been the
advancing.
liquid P. What was it before?
My goodness. These movements coming
I
out
fixed
from
it.
Echo
It was
is
like
just
a picture
It was the
that
one-
it was one of
And
my
Brand
pictures that I
Esports,
sent
they
for
try their best to
M4.
address the pressure being dealt by
which I
Oh.
took
That's
myself.
the same one that they're using right now,
Is a
right? Like
huge
the
No.
NACT.
problem. You also
No.
have to worry
One
about
we're using in
the
NACT
burst
is
damage
also from
coming
Grand
out from
Finals. It's
either
actually a decent
Sanji
picture.
or Carl Teasy whenever
It
he
is.
has full stacks.
I
of
was
the
wondering. I was
crystallized
wondering
energy.
if they like even the one that you have on your
Rolling
Discord
out
is a
here on
decent
most
photo.
Echo's plan on CC
Like
setups.
if you would just take out the
Teamfights,
NACT
Orcas
in the
can get
background.
really
Like,
strong,
I feel like
but Brand Esports
I don't know
right
what
now,
your
they
face
can
is
rely on pickoff, they can rely on
from the
peel.
small
What's the
angle.
open window for them to properly strike? Because as of now,
Echo
they still
is running
don't have
away
the
on Bryn right
objectives
now. It's so
onto their
it's out of
hands,
hand.
specifically
Yeah, it's GG.
this turtle.
Yeah,
Well, it's only
honestly,
3K.
OSX not
It's only
seeing it
3K
right
gold
now
lead.
'cause,
It is only
the easiest
3K.
kill they can probably
I've seen
get
people
is
come back
with,
from worse.
I just
with
feel
Noah.
like
Noah's just so
They also
slippery,
open up the
man.
gold
Yeah,
lane
the
though, and
answer
kind
is-
of
the question
force
is,
Mark to
when
have to
will they
move around on this
strike?
map,
Because
and they're gonna
the
lose the
longer
bot
this- as it
side. So
gets,
it's gonna be
Echo
even
just
more
keeps on
like
getting
less
these
area for
objectives
him to
for
farm
themselves
safely.
for free.
Yeah, this is the
I feel like
third
they could have like
easy
just brought in the
turtle
Edith or
Carl
like
Teasy
just
has
brought
in
in the
this game. Yeah,
Natan
no contest.
or
I mean,
just brought in the
One
Mosquito.
one out of
There it
five.
is.
Instead of-
It has to be the
At
Mosquito,
notes.
and it has to
Yeah,
be
because
the
what I'm
Mosquito,
worried is this
but
is gonna
there's
like stop them
already
from
an
wanting to
answer
play
back.
any of these heroes
Like
now.
Echo,
And
again,
like we're
just
not
Yeah.
actually
constant
knowing that it's
pressure
bad.
from
It's
this
just
team.
like
And Brand Esports, you pray to
I don't
God
think the picks
that
are bad at all.
Kyle
Yeah, no, I
gets
think
pumped
like I
up with
said,
his
like
timing on the
they just
Mosquito.
threw everything they saw on the patch
Echo.
into one match.
Sanford, he's playing around
I mean,
with
I'm
fire
not
here.
gonna lie.
He's
I
gonna be
don't.
able to
I
trade
think
off his
Edith
life
was
at
more
least.
of
It's a 1-for-1
Yikes,
on
Sanford
that
just
bottom
doing
side,
Sanford
but that
things.
was a lot.
Went
Sanford's
a little
though.
deep.
Edith
He's
is
a different
Rome.
human.
Way
Yeah,
too
for-
deep.
Edith's
Like,
Rome.
it's
I don't
super
think
hard
she
against one now.
needs
It's
to be
a 1-1,
Rome. I
but
think
Ions
that's
right now is
the
completely
probably like
showing
the biggest
that Echo
problem.
is quite building the damage, the
'Cause I feel
control,
like they
and also
buffed her to
defensive
be-
items against Brand Esports.
There's that
Possible
Nate build
mid-game
so far. He's got
five
Genius
games.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Genius and
Thing
Feather.
Does he?
even though you're
What's he
skating
got?
Yeah.
against
Genius
Brand
and Feather?
Esports, although this
In
is
Arcane, the
biggest
Feather is
power
pretty
spike,
standard. I've been
they
seeing with the
will
Genius
win
system.
the
I do.
So this is
in the
this is
mid-game,
the
you
build
get
that I
stronger,
see.
But on
This
the
isn't
other
the
hand,
build
you
I
also have
follow.
Benny Cutie ramping up on the
But this
roof,
is the
which
build
could
that a lot of
net
pros have been
kills for
following.
Jesus.
Echo whenever
Just
they
blew
decide
you
to go
apart
for
there.
a potential clash.
Whoa, they're
I see a
wrapping
lot
it
of
out.
people
Echo goes
jungle
down.
with
Thunder
this
going
build.
at it right away, even under the turret. Yowie just pushing off Flap TZ all the way.
Did you send it or you about
his
to read
home.
it out?
And right now, it's still ongoing.
What?
Look at that, even though they
I said you
are
send it or you about to
kind
read it
of
out? The
low
build.
on HP,
Oh,
the
what, my
crowd
build?
control is not going to be present, which means
No, the
Ren might
build
have
you're
over
talking
here.
about. You
A
said there's a
follow
build
on
you've been
here. A Praise's Wrath down
seeing?
to
Oh,
be able to
yeah.
take out Flap
Oh,
TZ,
yeah,
and
yeah,
then
the
QD is
build.
here to maybe pick up someone if they don't back
Sheesh.
off.
Huge
Yeah,
appraisal.
And
For
QD's
now,
already
Ren
rotating
will
to
play it
mid.
safe.
Speaking
Now
of
it's
playing it safe,
8-minute
Bren,
power
this one's still
spike just
holding dear
hits.
to this
It's
first-tier tower that they don't want to
gonna be
open
rough for
for
Bren.
jungle
the-
camp of Carl TZ to
So the
take,
build that I
because
think
there's a
he's
lot of
going
ways
with
that they
is the
can-
pin
they can-
boots,
they can
the
actually fight
feather,
back.
Genius
But now,
Wand, Holy
if they
Crystal,
keep on
Divine
waiting,
Glaive,
how will they answer
and
with damage?
whatever at the
Flap TZ
end
spots one.
that he really
Oh, there it
needs.
is. Look at that. I think that's exactly what they should do. Just go ahead and try to kill
But
Sanji.
like
We know it's a
personally,
very difficult hero to kill, that Kadita, but you have
Personally,
to try, right,
G,
at this
talk
point.
to
Yeah,
us.
but the North, though,
personally,
Echo,
the guy that's gotten
Carl
2
TZ,
savages,
he has
not
his
in a
eyes
pro
set on the
league though.
objectives, while
Are
the
you talking
other
about?
players
Are we
outside
talking
of
about Benny's
Echo
build?
just confuses
Yeah.
Bren. Whatever they
Bro,
want to do.
don't you
Oh
ever-
no,
Are you hating on?
super macro,
Oh.
super
Here's the
macro.
first major objective
The
of
Super
this
Marco.
game.
Super macro, super macro, super macro.
No contest about macro.
And it still happens. G still says every name wrong.
But the response on how Echo is
Listen,
seeing
well, you
this
should
in
you
the
should
macro scale,
make his name a
nobody
little bit
left
bigger, you know.
behind.
Yeah, man. It's
Up
his
against
fault.
Bren. Is the items
It's his
enough
fault, bro.
for them to
His
handle
fault.
Echo's
But back to what I was saying, you
There's
know.
your feathered airstrike,
I
Holy
mean,
Crystal.
Yes, Bren Esports could scale.
Yeah, yeah.
Look at
So
the
that's what I'm
items
saying.
on the
That
other side of
that's the
Echo.
classic
TZ
build. A lot of
already
people
has
use that in the
radiant armor
jungle.
completed.
But the
Up
build I
against
use
Super
is I
Marco,
go
so the
cooldown
damage is
boots,
already
and then I go
negated.
feather, and then I
Towards
go
scaling,
golden
and
staff,
100%,
holy
and I think
crystal, and
Bren
then
will be able to
concentrated
get his
energy.
hands on the
And you were
immunity of
just
this
an
game to make sure that he
unstoppable.
sustains
Got it.
also
Once you get
better airstrike
concentrated
coming out from
energy,
you.
And there goes the tier 1 turret
Sheesh.
of Bren Esports opening the camp.
It's a
against
huge
Kyle
diff,
TZ.
man.
sheesh,
Yeah.
the last
At
item could
this
be
point,
whatever you
He has
want.
the Holy Crystal locked in, so watch
You're
out
unstoppable
for a
at
big
that point.
play for sure that's gonna come out. I'm
Savages
pretty sure
all
he's just
day.
gonna fly straight to the faces of Bren the moment he sees an opening.
The Benny DD.
The Benny DD.
Correct.
Benny DD.
Or the Benny Cutie.
Oh, still works.
Yeah, it works.
Benny pulling out the Lunok.
Look at Echo. We got a
Yeah.
5-man rotate here. They could try
A
to go for a
little bit
pick-off, but Bren
safe.
right now playing under that tower. Sanji on the
think-
side looking for
I
a
don't
huge
know, I think
breath
it's a
of the
big
ocean.
chance Echo
Will get
wins this
knocked
season.
up and taken out. That's a shutdown by Flap TZ. And a
I
set
think
up
Echo-
by
Echo are the
But
new
look at that,
monsters,
Echo,
man.
They're still fighting even though they look like they
100%.
are in a
I mean, they didn't change their lineup.
They still come out with a 1
Oh,
Like
yeah,
everybody
Have
else
the
did.
patience. Benny Cutie didn't even
He's
commit
not moving.
anything
If it
else.
ain't broke, don't fix
He's
it.
not showing up,
That's
and he
what I'm
will
saying.
get picked off here.
We got
Oh my
Blacklist over here
goodness, that's a
using
kill
duct
by
tape to
Super
fix their
Marco.
A
team.
misplacement right there.
Especially
because
even though there was that patch, like I feel like the meta hasn't
changed
changed too much. Like it's still pretty
opportunity
similar.
to fight back.
We
Maybe
haven't,
a
at
little
least not
too
yet.
patient.
Like
Yeah.
give it another
I mean,
month.
Echo,
I'm
they
sure
had a
some new
fantastic
heroes will
start of that
surface up.
fight. Sanford landed
like,
beautiful electric fire
they're
combo.
just gonna keep
Fly
thriving in
on Bren
this.
Esports. The damage wasn't enough, however, because Benny Cutie was waiting for the perfect timing to go in with the flicker play. But Bren Esports,
5.7K.
there you go.
It's
We
still
see
not
the
over though,
confidence.
you know.
They went
I've
straight up into
seen-
the face of Echo.
I've seen
and they knew that
definitely
they had the team
turnarounds
fight
happen at
up
like
their
the
bags,
15-minute
and
mark.
they found Benny Cutie on the bush.
This is dangerous. They need to have good placements if they want to go up against Bren Esports, because heading to late game, they're really
I'm not
buying
really
time to
excited.
get these items
Theo
in.
said, I don't
But
like
good
pack
there
core now, it
on
slows
how
down the
Ogun
team phase.
manages to spot
I'm not
one.
really against
The
pack
burst
core.
artillery damage of few
I'm not
could
really
get
against
deadly
Pac.
if
Like,
they
I think
wait
he
for
can
that
be
long to happen,
decent.
because they could
I think
actually
him
pick up an
catching
ambush
that
play from
death
the back
early
line,
on,
but who
I
could
think like
actually
him
for
with
Echo?
all of these other
Imagine
heroes that are
being
kind of
able to
iffy
play
is
this
what's
long
slowing
without,
him
like,
down.
losing a
But
major inhibitor.
like really, he's like a
Pretty
mobile
big
hero.
for
He's
him.
fast.
Yeah.
He can do good
Losing every
ambushes. He's
objective
got a
except for
nice.
inhib.
He's got a great power spike
I
at
mean,
like
for Bren
first,
Esports,
second
there
item.
is still that
Level 4.
fighting chance that
Like he
they
hits
have
several
against
power
Echo if they,
spikes.
if they look for the proper target.
I think his only
But the
problem
one
is
thing for
if
certain,
he
Benny
gets into a
Cutie
position
on
like
that
this where he's like
will
2
be
deaths
a
behind.
major threat
kinda
on the
becomes
backline
useless
axis.
throughout
You
the
were
whole
talking
game.
about 0-6.
Yeah, speaking of access, nobody's getting near this Lord. Carl
Full coverage.
TZ
Cat just
is
headbutted me.
covering this by himself, and while that's happening, Xiaowi waiting on the bush, but Flap TZ and Sanford being trapped.
I mean,
into-
I see where
looks
the
like Bren is having to
Bren's
take that
comp
trade
coming
on the
from,
bot
you know,
side,
like
so
they
getting at
have the
least some gold on their side.
three
A
front
little bit of
liners
a
and the 2
difficult
back
defense,
liners
but don't
that are
forget,
supposed to
View is
carry.
on the far side, so there's
but
gonna be a lot of clear here.
It is a
It's
12-minute
basic
load,
front to back,
however, but there is a force in
Yeah,
Edith,
yeah,
and
just
also
basic
Kaden
front to
on their
back,
side,
but
and
it's
also
Edith is
Just
kind of
studying it.
squishy and
It
doesn't
is,
really
yeah.
have like big set potential. Like you think she does, but really she doesn't.
Only if people stick together.
Like nothing anything that a
gather
Kufra couldn't
information
do,
for the side
you
of
know?
Ren Esports. To be
Exactly.
able to land beautiful
Nothing that an
spells
Atlas
and,
couldn't do.
You know, get the right target on the side of Echo.
Oh, I love that you mentioned vision, but how will they get it?
It's just her.
That was
If they
beautiful.
would
Super
widen
Marco was the
her
first
CCs, I
target.
think that'd be a
Yowie had
viable
no
thing.
hesitation
Honestly, think that's why she might be
There
better
goes
in the
Lord, There
XP.
goes the charge. It's
Yeah.
not gonna be enough, though.
Oh,
Better-
Benny.
Goodness,
better
look at
versus
Huey
solos.
Evaporated to the belly.
GG's.
The belly QT.
That's it.
That should be it, right?
Gecko's
it.
calling it.
Yeah,
They're
it's gonna be a bit
slowly
difficult.
Getting tower locked in.
And there it is, Belly QT with
Oh.
one last darkening. Kaltizi, one more minion to clear. Will they be able to hold?
Kyle!
He takes out Sanji.
It's not over. It's not over yet.
Not
Corby
over
is
till
holding
it's
the line.
over. Energy eruption there.
Kyle
playing
Teasy
around
versus
here
Carl
with fire
Teasy.
near the turret. Ogwen just
Battle of the
melts to the
Teasies.
target, but Marco. He's
Good play,
going in for
Marco.
the save. He's got
Good
some
play.
good damage.
Come on, Kyle.
He smells blood.
Kyle.
No HP, Yowie. Let's go for it.
Feathered airstrike.
Is going to be
I'll
the
punch
rest
a couple
of Echo
dry walls.
just bleeding.
Okay,
from
punch a
that
couple
retreat.
dry walls.
Kyle Teasy saving the day here for Bren Esports.
Show him why you left to get the milk.
Wiping out the minion wave, pushing it back, and taking one on the side of Echo, delaying the push. And right now they're fighting.
Oh boy.
With
Did we
three
lose,
people on the side of Echo.
Who
Yeah.
Coach
is the
Deku, go
target
make
right
some
now
tea.
for Bren Esports. They captured
Yeah, I don't
Super
think
Marco,
it
the
does.
first
that was
attempt
I was
to clear
responding to some
the last turret in Bren
You good?
Esports
questions. People were
base.
asking about some items.
Right now, this is the late
stuff.
game damage that we're talking about. They have no setup, but they can counter punish.
I mean, most people would expect that the game would over, but Bren knows that there's no tower damage
Now
needed
they have
on the
time.
side of Echo. That's why they're able to defend that way.
Now they
knew
have
that
time.
If they can hold out the minion wave, they will be able to get another chance and shot at Echo. Looking at the lineup of Echo right now, the only reliable damage dealer when it comes to tower damage is Sanford. And even himself, he cannot get close to that range, because if he does, he has used up a lot of spells, a lot of dashes, and you are at the
What was
mercy of
that?
Ogwen, Fuel,
I didn't say
Kyle
anything.
TZ, and Super Marco. There's a
No,
lot
that's
of
my-
controls that can
my homie
mess
behind
up
me.
with the dashes of of Sanford.
Yeah,
That's the trade-off that you get if you go for a Lunox gold lane, right?
That's Bren Esports completely have a
Finally got
switch
my
from
noise
1 to
canceling
5.
headphones
If
to work.
somebody attempts to step on the line, they
Wow.
currently burst out 1 or even 3. But that's the problem. They can do either split push, as you've mentioned,
Oh,
Midnight, because
man.
their tower
Watching this
destruction,
just
as of this time, is
This
getting
makes me
really
so
strong.
ready for NXT.
For Bren
Yeah.
Esports, they need one fight
I
for
want-
Echo.
I want
They need
hard
to be able to
games.
survive Bren Esports.
There's
Look
a
at
call.
this. Finally, Bren Esports are able to get near an objective without
Uh-oh,
Echo just
conceal
wailing
play.
on them. This is actually pretty
Now we
big,
got a game.
considering
Now we got a
that
game.
they are now a bit of a head
Yeah, now it's
in
a fight
terms
over
of
a lord.
control near the bushes.
I told
Keep
you
our
around
eyes
the
on,
15-minute mark.
Echo,
Keep our eyes
few
on
minutes
Kyle
ago, it turned
TZ.
to 2.6.
Up in the top
That's
lane.
comeback slowly being in the hands of
Look
the
at him.
He's letting the
Bren
minions pass
Esports
too.
Seeing windows of opportunity, and this could be a Lord
Yeah,
dance.
he's
This
gonna
is a
clutch.
Lord
He's gonna
fight.
clutch. He's gonna
One
clutch.
major push can
Think
break
so?
down Echo's
He
momentum
might.
here.
Echo already
Uh-oh.
used
He's got a
up
really
his
good
skills.
position.
He's out
He's
in
gonna
the
clutch.
open
He's
here.
gonna clutch.
He
Come
locks
on,
down
bro.
Ogwen.
Hurry up.
There's
Hurry up.
no
Hurry up.
chance for
Hurry
him
up.
to go
Hurry up,
for the
Kyle. Hurry
CC.
up.
That
Nope.
means that
You
Carl
whiffed.
TC will take out that Lord.
Y'all
Wait,
Wait, no.
walking
Takes
it.
out Sanji. Yawi down.
Going here. Lots of damage being dished out by
Carl
that
TZ
name.
pick up
This is
though.
the reason why it's a really, really strong pick right now. Carl TZ already using the Appraiser's Rat. Damage might be quite low. but
TZ's
he's
ganging up
also
on the
in
TZs.
danger here. He uses Brilliance to get out.
Yeah.
He gets a
What is
kill.
happening?
But I think he could be
Bren!
Medicuity going down.
Wait, wait, wait.
Space is
Backdoor,
open.
backdoor, backdoor, backdoor.
Look at your
Benny.
face. Oh my goodness, Oakwood. He's working on it.
Oh, not like this.
It happened!
That's so
What's that?
filthy.
Every time.
Who else but Echo? Who else
Echo
but
is so good at that.
Who else but
No!
Echo, brother? Every
Ladies
single
and
time.
gentlemen, no! They're back in
Did
the
Benny just
Philippines,
backdoor again?
Philippines, and it happened.
Yeah.
Echo just backdoor, bro.
Dude's a little snake, bro.
It wasn't Benny. It was
Grimy
someone
work.
else. But the thing is like it's just like it's getting to the point where it's like you
Benny
talk
down.
about backdoors, you have to talk about Echo. Like it's getting to that point.
Oh yeah.
Like
Hell,
But if
you only
you're
gotta talk
Bren,
about backdoors because
you
of
know that
Echo,
there's
where they do
no
it like every
chance
single series.
That Benny will go for the backdoor play. He is on the
It's
Luna,
ridiculous.
But we did talk about
They
it.
play those
The
waves so
only
well.
player on the side of Echo that is capable of doing this was Sanford, and they did just that.
No
and said
push
Echo
from the
backdooring
storm.
like
No.
not gonna say it, but
He basically passed
That's
down
a crazy comment.
the task he delegated. He's He's a good leader. He's a good leader.
Yeah,
YouTube banned some crazy stuff, but not that. They didn't mute that chat.
They didn't mute that.
He put the 4. He playing the game right.
He survived 2 players.
Bren through, I can't lie. They had the better draft, in my opinion. That's
know.
arguable.
And then
That's
there was
It's really
arguable.
arguable.
And it was
Ren?
like,
They had too many unknowns.
away from the bottom lane.
Like, for what you're going for, like, I feel like what Echo went for as far as their draft, like, they wanted pickoffs, they had a great pickoff comp, and, I mean, they executed it right, so can't really say they had the better draft.
And he dodged the last hit.
They played around it really well, I have to say. Picture perfect.
I don't think at all they
Watch
had the
your map.
better draft, honestly. If I am going to answer, I don't think they had a better draft.
Still doing the same identity.
I don't
even
think,
if they
I don't
did,
think
they
they had like a
probably did
bad
better.
draft, but I definitely don't think they had a better draft.
Catch my breath on that one.
Yeah, not at all.
Best case scenario, the draft was kind of even, but I don't think anyone had like hard counters to other players or anything like that, so I can't really say like Echo had just had a Echo had a more normal draft.
Like, composition-wise, like, if you look at it, like, what Bren went for a pickoff composition, too, basically.
Well,
With
they
their
went for
lineup.
like,
You have
but they
Cheetos.
went for very just front, yeah, but front to back really, like for end game. A lot of
Well, you have
heroes to save
Edith. You have
space
Edith
for.
and Paquito.
Yeah.
That's automatic pick. You got Farsa. She can fit in the front of backs, but in this composition, she's another pickoff option. Nathan's the only one that's not pickoff. He didn't really fit the theme. And if you're like, I think fighting pickoff compositions with Echo is always going to be a losing battle. That's like teams trying to go for the team fight compositions up against Blacklist. Like, you're normally just going to lose that. They just excel at it. And Echo is, I mean, all they do is play pickoffs, brother. Like, some of their
They play
pickoffs.
everything, bro. They're just like that's
Yeah.
that's the thing. Like Echo's just like all around the board. Like every stat chart is fucking 99. You know what I'm saying? Like
Every stat.
like
Dude, pulling
whatever
up the NBA
style they
chart.
whatever style they wanna play, like they can fucking do it.
Just because the time can really pop off if only they fed Marco early game. Yeah, but that's not going to happen when you got a pickoff team like Echo. I mean, look what they did to him. None of them had a great start to the game. Shoot, a great start mid or end, honestly. This is bread and butter. Echo pickoff comp is that's just too nice. And they tried to match Echo at their best. This is what they do. They love pickoff compositions. And you wanna go against the defending champions on equal turf here? Home field advantage? Are you kidding me?
It was the guy you're seeing right now in front of your screen, Sanford, on the Benedetta, outplaying a lot of players on the side of Brent.
All right, guys, I'm gonna hop out of here, though, man.
All right,
Thanks for
bro.
having me for a bit.
No, thanks for joining, man.
All right, dude.
No
All right,
problem.
dude.
Catch you guys later, Dad.
Dude.
Hey,
Catch you on the flip side, Dad.
Get away from Brent Esports.
Let's see.
Bro, Sanford's so fucking young, bro.
He is. Boy's a baby. For
He
real.
is. Look at his face. Like he looks like he looks like he's
Yo,
12.
Imagine people are like playing. They might have been playing Echo players before. You know, they hit the scenes before you get to see Sanford. And then you see him on stage, and you're like, I've been losing to this all my life.
All my life?
This is what I've been getting beat
This
up
is the
for?
kid that was trolling me the other day.
Right.
Was talking
Who's
trash
recall
to me in the
trolling?
chat.
Fucking diving me in tower, 1v4.
It's the kid that called me a
Sending
boomer
them
last
loads.
week.
Jeez. That does have to be demoralizing sometimes. Like, obviously, esports is always going to be a young man's game, but that's tough. You getting older, you starting to phase out, and you realize, like, yeah, it's the new generation's turn. Because Sanford is actually a monster. I was talking about it. I had someone over in EU called Kid Bomba. He's like a Sanford too. He's a young guy, and I was like, bro, it's crazy. I was like, it's the kids. It's like these are little kids, but they're making grown man moves, grown man decisions out here.
And after that, Echo changed up the way they fight. They changed up the dynamics of their lineup.
That's an easy 1-0 for Echo though so far. I mean,
Yeah. Wondering if
I'm
Brent tries
expecting
something.
sweep.
I mean, it's early season, so it makes sense for Bren to like get a little crazy like this, you know? It's a good time to try some different strats and see if they work. Still plenty of time to get points back. Hopefully they at least take a game. That's what hurts you in the league formats. Like losing 2-0, as long as you can like win a game in each series, you at least get a point. So like you hang in there. But you start getting swept. You take like 2 or 3 sweeps and you're out of playoffs, man.
Did you see that double bloodless axe?
That's what someone
There was
said.
a double bloodless axe?
I don't know. I missed it.
They don't stack, but that is interesting if that is the case. Maybe it was like a visual error.
No, no one got double bloodless axe. Did they show that on the MVP? Because it didn't
That's
show
what
in the
I was gonna
items. It shows on the MVP. I think that was just a mess up. I think that was just a
Yeah,
mess
so I say it
up.
might have been a little
Because
visual
it's
thing.
not there in the what's it called? Yeah, just that
Oh,
was
I
just a
see what
mess
they're
up.
talking about.
It was error. I think the spell vamp stacks, just not the passive. Wait, does Bloodlust Axe have a passive?
Pretty sure that.
I don't know. Can you have more than 25% spell vamp? What does it peak at? Like, because I know cooldown peaks at like 40, but then you can like get another item that turns it to 50 or something. The book can make it 50.
45. I think it gives you another 5%.
I've been pondering for a
Like
long
increases
time,
the
guys.
cap.
What
But
is
let
the
me go
reason
check
Echo has been
something.
able to move
IMAC,
so
yes.
well
MSC
than
is
all
officially letting
so far this
MENA
season,
North
and I think
America.
last season. And I think the only
Yeah,
way that you
it's
can do
official,
this,
bro.
that you can pull off a stunt
Yeah,
like
book
that,
to
is
45.
to
So
have
you can get to
4
40 and
people
book gets you to
who are
45.
fighting as if they were 5 people.
I don't know what
That's
the
why
peak
enemy
is for
doesn't
spell
feel
vamp.
like there's someone missing.
Spell vamp,
feels
no,
like
you
a
can't stack it
5v5,
because it's a
right?
unique
That's why
attribute.
maybe that's why they can
Okay.
pull off those stunts and someone
So
But
you
if you
can't
got
stack
2
spell
different
Echo
spell
just plays
vamp,
so well as
but
a
like
4-man unit.
if you got fucking Bloodlust Axe and what's it called? Concentrated energy or whatever, would you get 50% spell vamp?
No, because concentrated energy isn't vamp. It's magic lifesteal. It's different.
No, it's spell vamp, bro.
It's magic lifesteal. It's right on. It's on the thing.
Hold on.
And all of that.
There's a
that's
magic
time for
item
the
that gives
enemy
you
to react.
spell vamp, isn't
They're
it?
waiting for Benny. They're using up a lot of time.
I'm pretty sure it
And they lost
used to until they changed it.
Does it say magic lifesteal now?
Yeah. The unique attribute is 25% magic lifesteal.
They were like expecting he would get it on
Well,
last minute.
I'm positive it used to say spell vamp.
In all parts on that game. They were really close. Again,
It
they
does
were
say
really
magic
close
lifesteal
to
now.
beating Echo.
So, so yeah, it's not a, like you just said, it's not a fucking,
Hey, somebody get to that base.
it's not a ability,
The
it's
impressive part
it's
is
just
that
a
they're able
unique
to do it
attribute now.
consistently over and over again. all
And it
throughout
doesn't even
these
give you-
matchups.
It's not even a joke right now.
Bloodlust
It's not
Axe
even a
gives you
joke
20.
today.
Did it used to give you
It's not a
25?
fluke. It's something that Echo does. Like every
No, I believe that
every
Haas.
second
I think
back
Haasclaw did.
It's their own
Osclaws
identity.
gives you
He
25
has
life
proven and
steal.
proven for match and matches,
Bloodlust
and we're
Axe gives you
just totally
20%.
amazed. This laugh and even
Is that
how
what
he
it is?
reacted is
Spell
something
vamp.
we are totally amazed from time to time because if Bren
Yeah,
Esports
25%
had
life
a
steal, and then
different
what's it called?
identity
Gives you
around,
20%
because we were
spell
talking
vamp.
about early on in the early game,
Because the
what we
concentrated
can
energy,
do
like you have
back
to,
with Bren
like,
Esports,
so,
and
like
they
a
absolutely
easy
went
way to
for it.
really
They-
figure that out
they're
is
going
like
back
when
line.
you
They
use
don't
that, like if you put that
only
on someone
care
like Gwen,
about the
all her
backboard.
auto attacks, you get
Also,
like this
yeah.
domestic
That's
container.
a good one.
It gives
I
you
like
heals.
that. I
Like
like
that's
that.
the
And
difference.
that's
If it was
true. I
just
mean,
spell vamp,
not all games,
then
right?
you wouldn't heal off
Obviously,
that.
you don't al-
Specifically.
Yeah, you'd
can't
only heal off the
always win by
spells.
backdoor and not
Yeah.
have the enemy expect that.
But since you
But
can
they're
get
able
it
to
off
do it
the
in the right moments. They're able
Like
the
to
autos,
Harith,
it's
Harith can
magic
also
lifesteal.
benefit
that
from
they
it.
know that the
Yeah,
enemy is
all that
asleep
shit.
in
exactly.
tunnel vision. They're focused on the fight, the big objective, the big lure.
Exactly.
So it
And
takes,
yeah,
of
any
course, a lot of
unique,
high
if
skill,
it's a
a
unique
lot of
attribute,
skill
then it
to pull
doesn't
that
stack.
off,
That's
and knowing when to do it. The
why it's
decision-making.
classified as unique. Does Moonton need to add? Oh yeah, 100% Moonton needs to add new items without a doubt.
like every coach out
Yeah,
there.
but what would they
whenever
add,
it goes
bro?
against Echo,
Tank
they're
items
going for the
specifically.
map.
Oh my
The map,
god, tank
the map.
items suck.
Every 3 seconds, it's a rule.
Yeah.
Like
But they're still able to do it.
Yeah, I can
I don't
hear
know.
you
They already
guys
added
just
fucking, what's it
checking
called? They added Radiant Armor.
Yeah, check your recall, right? Because
But
if
look
it's
at how many, and you know, I'm actually great. Happy Zane said something about it. But if you like actually look at the items, look at how many don't get used though.
Yeah.
Like
man,
Twilight
I
armor,
remember
no
Coach
one's
Lucky.
using that.
Why is our base so soft?
Thunderbelt
See?
isn't getting, not as a tank item. Thunderbelt's not getting used. Queen Wings hasn't been used since I don't know when.
History keeps
Yeah.
repeating, and
Cursed
now we're
Helmet
heading
isn't
into
even
game
really like,
number
it's a
2.
cool,
Coach
like it's good for
TikTok
wave
and
clearing,
Coach
but it's not
Shepard
really a
have
tank
their hands
item. Like if
on
you're not
this
clearing
game.
waves or
Let's
you're
see
playing in
how
the jungle,
Brand
like
Esports
you're not, no, like a
respond.
tank
Will
isn't
we
building
draft
it
this
to
time,
tank.
or will it be something
Basically,
new?
you're not getting
Alright, in
anything
the
from
draft,
that.
I think they have to address that.
Brute
Just
Force
having
is a
a
fighter's
single
item,
guy
if we're
doing all
being
this
honest.
CC.
Like
Yeah.
no one's using that as a tank. So it's like you build Athena's, you
Occasional
build
marksman
Radiant,
mage item.
Antique. Yeah, like it's Dominance Ice, you'll build Dom. Like there's out of the limited items that we already have, there's an even more limited pool of like viable items to use. You're not using all of these at all.
Yeah, if you're actually playing tank, probably have like 2 things you flex. That's like the immortality
Legit.
that, like, the immortality is something that like maybe you don't buy, maybe you do, and then like.
And even that
fucking-
isn't like like you don't, like no one said let me get immortality because it's such a good defensive item. Like it's just the passive. Once the passive's gone, you sell it. No one keeps immortality. And then like Guardian Helmet. I mean, you can build Guardian Helmet down a little bit, but that didn't even really peak until like Masha was a thing, and now Masha's not a thing, so you barely see that.
And
And
tank
that was even
jungle
when
and
Twilight was
everything.
being used. Yeah, exactly. So it's like they on, like if they were able to at least rework these items, I feel like we have a decent pool. But they're useless, honestly. Like it's not good.
Echo has seen that.
I feel like Magic items has the best pool of items. You might not use Shadow Twin Blades, but everything else gets utilized.
Yeah, I think, and it gets utilized depending on several different heroes, right? Like they have the widest
Yeah.
range of like heroes who benefit from several different items. And a lot of different heroes have different builds. Whereas like tank, no matter what tank you're playing, you're almost always going to build the same depending on the enemy comp. Like you're never going to like, oh, I'm playing this hero, so I'm going to build this. Like that barely ever happens.
It's so crazy. Like, especially if you played a different MOBA, like I think that's where a lot of people like you'll get the complaints from is because like, you know, there's items that are like really specific to champs, like it literally enhances their kit. So, like it's where it's like it's an auto slot for that champ, but like it's not really a thing in ML. It's like the same stuff. Like even the physical, like for marksmen, right? The physical items, you can really trash a bunch of these as far as marksmen go. Like Hosclaw doesn't really get picked up as much anymore. It used to be like a staple item. Like Hosclaw was on all marksmen. It's not really staple. Bloodless Axe obviously isn't gonna get used. Let me see. Sea Halberd, no one really builds that like at all.
Not worth it. It's got no value. I mean,
what else you see? War Axe not getting picked up. Until Golden Staff and Corrosion got adjusted, neither of those are being utilized either. And that's what I'm saying. Like if they could at least adjust the items, it would be better. Like if you could at least adjust the items that don't get used to a state where they're viable, I don't think the item pool would be bad. But since it's already small, and then within that small pool, there's items that you legit just like, why would I use it? It makes it just there's no, I don't know, it's just not fresh. You get stuck with the same stuff. Because items really should be a big part of the game. Like itemization should matter, but it literally doesn't over here because everyone's using the same thing.
Hold on, Bren just went the same exact thing.
Did they? Oh yeah, they did.
They
said we're gonna run this until it works.
I mean, I think like I think it's viable. Like we started to see it work, right? The damage was starting to get there with Natan. Edith was getting bulky enough. I think they just really sacrificed their laning phase. And like as long as Echo does the same thing they did last time and just like bully in the beginning of the game, they could definitely take it. But maybe Bren learns their lesson here, plays a bit smarter in that laning phase in that first 4 minutes, and doesn't take so many deaths. Because I think if they can get through that beginning phase without taking a bunch of deaths, it can be viable. Hopefully they can show us something.
Because even if, again, we saw the Edith earlier, you don't even know if it's an Edith roam right now.
And they just need to make sure Sanford doesn't backdoor them or Benny Cutie, right? Because they had that. They had that fight.
All of them.
I don't think Echo is worried about more of the the roams. But right now they're limiting the assassins that Kyle TZ could play.
Does that mean we'll see? Yes, there will be a team from NA going to
that he
MSC.
could pick up
Yes.
I'm feeling a midnight.
Who's it
feeling
gonna be?
something
Why
about
Zane
the
don't want
assassin
to
pick.
hire a
Feeling it.
coach?
I'm
Just
gonna
ask
lose
me.
if it's
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. Let me know when you
Ask
find
him,
the answer.
yeah.
I'd like to know as well.
Kaja Jungle. I'm gonna lose it.
Kaja Jungle.
It's a new season after all. Yeah, we could expect it for a Kaja jungle to happen. Since
I've
it's
reached
being
out to them
first
too.
pick. But
There it
that's
is.
being banned.
A couple
Focus
times
on
actually.
LTZ. So they're expecting that this Kaja could be in
Basic
the
and
next lane.
Beloit were down, but
Either that or they just sheerly respect.
I don't know what it is with them and coaches, or at least Zane.
There it is.
I don't.
I think it's
I
more
don't know,
just like
man.
they don't really
That's
trust
just-
anyone in NA. That's the main thing.
The assassin.
Like,
Well, they
I think
They
like
had the option too from outside of NA and also turned it down. So
yeah, but that had
Oh,
other
yes.
things to do with
We
it.
have a match,
Straight up
ladies and
fight.
gents.
I'm not gonna like talk about on
Talk
stream,
about game
but
number 2.
My boy Carl.
Assassination.
yo, we
Nation.
chill.
For
Auto
Zane,
ban is so
there
funny. I want to see
a
it.
weird dynamic
Ain't nothing funny
with
about it.
Link.
It's just
Both of them
why
want
would you give it?
purple buff.
yeah.
Why would you give Cho to Yawi?
It's,
You know?
and it's not like it's a bad ban in general. Like Cho's not a
Yeah.
bad ban. Like as long as there's a decent Cho player on the other team, it doesn't have to be Yawi. It's a viable
It's
ban.
gonna get picked up, and it's gonna be a problem. Cho's he's one of those picks, man. Just
Yeah.
he's always been there. He's always gonna be reliable.
I mean, I think against like any other team, you may not see it in the first phase, but like second phase, Cho's
yeah, but
super
you'll see it.
viable. I would never be like, why are you banning that if I saw it get banned?
Yeah.
Let's pick
Definitely
these
never
heroes
gonna,
that are not
definitely
in
never
the
gonna question a Cho ban.
You saw-
Dog.
Ooh, this is scary.
He's
stuff,
annoying.
especially for
Let's see.
Brandon.
They got the
Selena's
glue,
been
though, this
locked
time.
in.
Petrified
And where's their
threat.
fucking damage
This is
though?
something that they're expecting from
They keep
Echo.
going for these pickoff
Another
comps
approach.
I don't
up
like
against
this
the
Selena.
pickoff
The only thing
gods.
here's changed is the Selena. The Selena that could actually give them vision.
I don't like it either. Selena, you gotta hell no,
no,
especially after the way Echo ran the early game last time.
And you're going
I'd
against
lit-
Kaja.
Yeah, that's
Like,
also
please
another
come
thing.
in. Come on in. Come on in, Selena. Like
Kaja,
if
even the Terrify from Sanji, a well-timed one.
if you don't snowball before level 4, you don't like get at least a kill or two in those first few minutes, they're just gonna fall apart in the mid like 8-minute mark. If they're not ahead, they're gonna fall way behind.
My main concern for
And if
Echo,
Echo
is that
pops
it's
off
a
in the
link
first, it's
that
gonna be
most
bad.
likely will,
Because there's
Thoughts
you
on
know,
Black
raise
performance
more
yesterday?
heroes in
Trex
the
would
purple
have to
buff.
get you that.
My
I
I
think
didn't
it-
watch.
I think it was a good series.
Is that,
I
again,
think
this
the
is
second
not
game
an
was
all-in lineup.
phenomenal.
No.
I think Blacklist still has a lot of kinks to iron out with their new roster. Super Red, what was it? Is it Super Red?
Oh, that's right. They do have the new roster.
Yeah, they have a new marksman who definitely made some mistakes. Like even
Did
when
Renegade,
they almost brought
Renegade play?
Renegade did not play.
Oh.
So they definitely show that they were making some of the newer players are making some kind of iffy mistakes. But
To be expected.
Super
Super
Red,
dog.
his name was Super Red. And he made some bad mistakes, but he also made some good plays here and there. So just kind of, they have a lot of kinks they need to iron out before they're a team that can compete against a machine like Echo right now. But the fact that they almost took game 2 showed that, you know, they
Some
have
promise.
Yeah.
Some potential for sure.
I was excited watching the second game the whole way through, so.
That is a huge threat being removed here from Bren Esports. The big shatter and flicker combo is usually what a strong player, a strong Edith player.
What's
I
the
don't know.
time of
Yeah, that's
yours at?
Look
Your,
that,
what you're watching at?
all-timer. Few.
What's the clock at the top
That is
say?
happening. That's
Ooh.
Kyle Tease again in the first round of
138.
Beauty.
38.
There you go.
Fun.
And we're talking about Few. Look at that.
Oh,
Ooh,
good
he
catch.
goes
I'm a
for the
little
arrow
ahead.
straight to the face of Yowie.
I'm a little
Oh, no,
ahead
we're-
of you.
Oh yeah, let's say it's pretty.
I'm
It's
at
pretty.
154, 155, 156.
Yeah, I'm at 153.
Alright, I'm gonna pause again real fast.
Nightmare.
I think
202?
we're pretty on.
203? 204?
Yeah, it's like half a second behind on me,
Cool.
but that's good.
Question is, they're now
Yeah, I was gonna say that Selena is it's rough, bro, because Echo like they play a pickoff composition pretty much every time, but they also group nice and early. So it's like if you try to respond with a pickoff comp too, where do you find the room for the pickoff if they're grouping up so early? Because like you gotta for pickoff, you're looking for the solos, but
Yeah.
you don't really get that opportunity too often against Echo.
Then I don't know.
And then
how
it's
that
Echo, so
happened
it's not like
for
you're just
Sanford,
facing someone that's
so I
like
don't doubt it.
pickoffs kind of capitalize on, you know, a little lack of map awareness, maybe a little lack of rotation to a certain side. You're not facing a team that's lacking any of the above.
Yeah.
So it's like, how does the Selena capitalize? Like where does Few come into play here?
Almost lost that.
I don't know. Kyle Teasy got a nice kill in the early stage, so it might help. They're not behind this time, so it's a plus for them. But again, like, and then even if they get the pickoffs, right? Like, even if the arrow lands, you have to worry about this fucking retribution, divine retribution. So it's, I don't know. They can put pressure on Carl Teasy when he's up on the walls with those arrows, so like there's still that threat of the arrow. That kind of, you know, there's a bit of a mental game there, but still. Get the vision too.
Genius one again. You get vision.
I think this will be a better game than last time, though, so far.
Can make Brand Esports respond quickly, because if we think of the mindset or even the team fighting capability,
I'm kind of worried about the late a little bit.
Flew straight into Ogwen, but looks like Echo don't care. Still gets a kill off. Wow.
Let me just say, both of them.
Late game is really and well, I mean they got the marksman. You do have Marco, but we saw how that turned out last game too without Echo having a marksman, and it didn't really go because Harith is late, Ling's late.
Yeah,
Sanford's arguably stronger in the late game as well. YZ.
Echo just knows that they got that.
And since both teams are playing pickoff, it's not like y'all always going to struggle with Kaja against like some set tank or something that could bully them in a team fight. So it's they're kind of just covered. Sanford opening up the map with the YZ. Sheesh. Forcing the split.
Trouble, yeah.
This is a good plays from them. Boca Roscoe invited me to rank.
He's got some damage, but Yawi is going to be forced to flicker out. They want to go for round 2, though.
Watch MPL ID, dude. I'm not allowed.
Yeah, without Peel, they're forcing off resources, they're forcing off damages onto one another.
It could, but I just
seen how Yawi wanted to get that pull, but Ogun just reversed.
We're gonna do it the right way.
The Boca.
His onward.
But this is time bought by Echo. Remember,
Let's
they have
see.
the scaling lineup as well. Although Bren does scale up with the Nathan, but it is a Ling and Harith.
Okay, they got the turtle aggro.
And Bren Esports, they haven't done anything to damage the economy of Echo.
Carl Teaser's just waiting though. He's like, yeah, melt down that turtle for me.
Less than 1K. The fight.
Oh,
Kyle takes it.
wall.
He takes the Lord.
Yep.
Finally here in this fight. Carl
Can they win the fight though? Ooh, they got Carl out immediately.
From Ogwen here in this Edith, but Echo, they still got some in the tank.
You see how quick they responded to Few trying to follow up?
Calteezy punches with a combo here.
Marco takes tower, bot side.
Yep, and he's all alone.
Oh.
There.
So 1-for-1. Fights going on
You
here.
take out from Kyle.
And the suppress here.
The mind though. That's so hard about playing Paquito too with that. You get interrupted at any moment. But Marco's still pushing.
Yeah. I think
when no one's down there.
I think that's a
Two
win
towers.
for Bren. Even losing the two members, they get the turtle, they take out Sanji, and they get 2 towers. They feed
They took out
Marco.
Sanji, they took out Carl as well.
Yeah.
And all that, and then you get 2 towers. Echo hasn't found a tower. Well, they just found a tower on top side, but I mean, you got a whole lane down to inhibitor already at like the 6.5 minute mark. That's always huge. That's pressure in itself.
But not for me.
Exactly.
It's for you. That's how they calculate that pickoff right away.
That was basically a Sanford
Real
flex
nice,
there,
real
that last
nice.
one.
See how
Beautifully done.
making things work.
Man, there's so much I'd like to see as far as macro in these teams as far as position right now. That's the thing with Edith right there. Does Yawi have magic boots?
Yawi, you mean like tough like magic defense boots?
Yeah, like the tough boots. Does he have those?
I don't know.
I believe he does.
Very cool
Because if he
stuff
does,
from
like that's one of the
Ecuador
things
getting
about
mechanics.
Edith
Probably
too.
just
If you
because it
have
also
tough
helps with
boots,
the slow and the CC.
yeah, tough boots screw over Edith so hard. So like right after that animation where she knocks you up or whatever, you're able to like get out. And like, just like y'all we did right there. If you have tough boots, like that alone counters like the whole CC chain of Edith. It's so slow.
Yeah.
Animations are too long. They need to reduce it if you really want to make her viable, at least from the CC aspect. The damage is okay,
They're at a little bit of an
but
advantage, right?
Yawi.
Yeah,
look,
great early shot there,
so
but
bad.
Yawi forces the rest of
They
Brand to
got
back
two.
up. But
Uh-oh.
look at this. The beautiful
Oh, petrified from Sanford.
Calm, collected, good damage
What a
in.
play.
Flying off and being dodged by the Tempest.
And they did all that without losing a single member.
Who would imagine? Brandy Sports thought Ling had no purple buff, they wouldn't fight.
Jeez,
But
Sanji.
this is
Benny Cutie,
what
Benny
was
Cutie.
on Benny Cutie.
He wants to go it. He
Seven
wants
force.
blood. Calculated hits.
Found
Here
you.
comes Yawi.
There's
And
Yawi.
that's gonna be Yawi with a
Oh.
flourish.
Easy
Beautifully
cleanup.
done there.
And Echo
Bro, this
says it's
so-
payback
That's
time.
that's
This
that
is
right
all
there.
1.2K gold lead.
Like even
And
when
this
things
is
are
Will
even,
throwing it
they just
back.
make a play
Sheer
happen.
mechanics, sheer confidence.
Even
by
until it's
Echo.
not. That's
Carl
Echo.
Daisy had no purple buff, but no problem. They wanted to fight. Sanford was already on his way with the Black Dragon form, and Yawi was just baiting out.
Black beat
Brand
Echo
Esports,
twice
and
before
it
M4
wasn't
Grand
one of
Finals. Black was bound to
petrified
lose
by
the finals.
Sanford.
I don't even know what that
One-top
means,
fights, the
but
Tempest of Blades. It was a
The odds
wonderful
were that
combo
they
by
had
Echo.
already lost twice, you know.
Talking about activating Echo location.
Echo had to
Echo
win at
system,
least
whatever
one
Echo
out of
calls
3.
it. Echo Orchestra. It's working, and Sanford has his hands on the Oracle.
The
Talk about
sweep?
regen now.
A sweep
rough
though?
conclusion.
Yeah, that's a, I don't
That's a rough
know.
conclusion there, buddy.
Like they are orchestrating a
We were all saying that after game 2 and 3 when Echo was up. We were like, no way. Like Blacklist is bound to win at least one here, right? Then game 4 happened, and
Still pushing it through.
The reality
Echo
sets in.
up against Bren Esports.
we were all fucking watching that game. Like
They
I kept
have
saying, I
a
was like,
late-game
I'm like,
answer
is
they
Echo
can get.
about
Is
after
the
the first
Hive
2?
still
I'm like, is
fighting?
Echo gonna sweep
I mean,
Blacklist?
Supermarket was really, really
Nobody
far.
thought it was
With
gonna. None of the
Echo
casters.
is
Everyone was like,
there.
no way.
That could be trouble
Blacklist
here.
will come
I don't
back.
think anyone believed that was going to happen. Not a sweep.
Under the turret.
Oh my
Jesus,
God.
man.
At Sanford, just going
Wow.
nuts on the back line of Brand Esports.
That's
Sanford,
worth.
you mad monster.
Somebody's little brother's out there
How do you
just
set up that
destroying.
perfectly?
Somebody's.
Just
Whose little
destroying
brother is
people.
this?
Dive in on the 5
Who's
people
crack
under the turret.
14-year-old, 15-year-old
What
is
is
this?
this guy?
Echo, I mean,
There goes the
whatever
mid
you wanna
tower. That
call
opens
it,
up the map a
I
lot.
would just say it's just confidence from
An
Sanford
insane amount.
saying that, hey, I'm not gonna run.
Just like
I
that,
need
man.
more
They got
heroes.
the
I
map control.
petrify
Flipped the
4, I
tower
take
count
out 2.
4-2.
It's a good trade.
That's good enough for me. Take me out anytime.
And
of the
Sanford
day.
is just playing out of his
I do my
mind.
job, and I buy enough time for Benny and Carl.
He's so good, bruh.
Game signed from next
Like,
week.
Sanford, yeah.
It's ridiculous. There's no reason any XP lane should have as much impact as they do, like Sanford does.
Grew
Yeah.
from time that you've witnessed this.
He already made a huge play. Look at him. He's getting ready to make another one.
Bit of a trouble
Good
here.
XP laner,
This
man,
time
can
around,
really
Brand
be
Esports
liked.
just not
Sanji.
showing up yet.
I think they're so
Sanji's
slept
playing
on.
Selena too.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
the average
Damn,
team.
the fact that Arrow just
You
hit
can
Carl
swap
was
out.
kind of
He also
crazy.
has a
But yeah,
missile
I
arrow.
agree. Keep going.
Forgot to mention that.
I just think like a fucking good XP laner. Like it's just probably one. I feel like it's one of the most slept on roles right now. And like, because like
feel like it's
right now,
always been
just
the
because
case.
Sanford's like winning, just because he's been winning his lane, like, and you let us the righty XP laner get snowballed, bro. Like he's gonna carry game.
Well, that's the thing, right? And that's why I always feel like it. I think EXP's always been slept on. I feel like people just they kind of like it's kind of like the dirty work kind of position. But I feel like people kind of overlook the rest that you have. Like you got to realize, oh, conceal.
Oh,
Yikes! What a
Yawi goes
pickoff right
straight
on
into the
Marco.
face of Super Marco,
Done. Fight's already over.
bypasses every other member
That
of
gives you
They
Brand
already
Lord.
lost the marks.
I think they got the target they wanted.
Yeah,
That
that's
should be
just
an
wraps.
easy Lord
Marco's
right
out of there. No more DPS. What can you do?
Oh no, I'm gonna flicker in and use
Give
my
it up.
ultimate right away.
Eyes on the prize.
But nah, yeah,
Yawi was
the whole
like,
XP
what do you
thing
mean
is like,
worry
because you
about
also
the
got to realize like
laner?
it's always gonna be the
He
weak
has
side of the
to
map,
worry
right?
about
So
me.
like if your XP
he
laner
completely says
is just
Exactly.
either has the dominant pick or just the dominant player in general, just across the board. Like that's it's gonna open up so much opportunity for the team because he's probably gonna lead rotations, probably gonna lead on the wave control, which I mean, shit, you see how Echo does it with their wave control on the side, Sanford with the back door. Like it's your XP if they're winning, it's almost like an automatic crutch to the enemy team.
Yeah.
He flickered inside a bush. He had no vision.
And you saw it with Chicken, like even Chicken and them pointed it out. They were like, you know, once they started giving him the winning pick in XP, he was just like, you know, GG's.
But look at this, the Dragon is still active. He's still flying. He's
Sanford.
looking for his targets, and that's going to be Sanford quite low still.
This is just filthy.
Yeah,
Echo's only lost to
gross.
Rome so far. It's just
But the
Yawi
damage
gone.
is
They've
nowhere
lost
to be
nothing
found.
essential.
Oh my.
And Lord's
Fuse
still
gone,
coming.
Marco's gone.
Generated a lot of HP, especially with
They don't even have Lord. Yeah.
a lot of
We're
damage.
cracking towers.
And Carl Teasy dodged a lot of stuff with the Demon's Blades.
Towers and dreams, boys.
I don't think that Natan Gold Lane is it, man. I
Nicky
would have
Poo
loved
the
to see it
trucker?
work, but yep, Nicky Poo the trucker. What's up, boss?
I haul
Two
big
tanks in
shit because
front
you
for Brian.
can't.
Kyle Teasy on the
I
back foot.
don't.
He takes care of the Dragon, but Flap will be
GG's.
taken out as well. One in him down. Super Marco, he's going up on the front. He's doing the damage. He flickers in.
Oh,
He's
but
gonna be
you-
suppressed and
Wow.
taken out by the
Big whiff.
Yowie.
So greedy for that. Any other marksman would already had Sanji dead. Natan needs more, and it could just be a build issue because he's complete magic.
Bro, the
Pretty
issue
sure.
is
I don't
he's
think he
0,
has-
4, and 4, bro.
Well, that too. But I think like the
Any
whole
marksman
build thing
right
is
now
just
at
bad.
13 minutes, bro. Like, there's just, and I don't think any other marksman would be 0, 0, or 0, 4. I think he's just too weak in the early game.
In the end by the captain.
Well, it's also, I mean, it's right back to what I was saying. Like, they have a whole pickoff composition, and then they have this immobile marksman. Like, what? Where's the front and protection in that? Like, there's nothing Marco can really play behind because the whole team is trying to damn full send it and like reacting to either a pick from Flap or a pick from Few, and then you just got Marco all alone, and there's a damn, you know, a Sanford, a Carl Teasy, a Benny Cutie, a Yawi, like. There's so much kill pressure for Marco on the Natan, and with like there's no legit kill. Your whole team is sending it, and you're like walking.
Man. Super Marco flickered into the last team fight, by the way. I'm not sure if that was the
5K
right.
goal.
But that build is ugly. What the hell? I just realized. Okay, so it's not full magic. He finished it off with Wind of Nature and Demon Hunter Sword. I don't know where the Demon Hunter Sword is supposed to come into effect here. It's not really a beefy lineup from Echo, but
Maybe
Wind of Nature, I
Sanford,
guess,
that's about it.
for Carl TV.
Yeah.
That's how their instincts work. Instincts completely with Echo present. Man, they still need to.
I guess Wind of Nature works with the basic attacks against Medicure, right? Against Harith? Like, not the skill, not that skill damage, but the basic attacks.
Don't forget, though, the Selena
It helps
I
a
get
little
it.
bit. Like, a little bit.
should be also on
That'd be the
board.
most minuscule little bit I've
Out.
ever seen in my
Yowie
life.
tried to go for Flap. Carl Teasy will
But
secure
is
that Lord, though.
is Harris?
Flap Teasy's jumping in. He could go
They're
down,
not physical
but
though, are
there
they?
goes the free man Earthshatter,
But does
and
it-
no
but what
follow-up
I'm-
yet. But
I
they
guess
arrive
half of
first.
it's not, right? Because you get what's it called?
This is where I pull up the in-game stuff. Let's get
Because you
let's
pick up the
get to
feather,
bottom
and
of
that
it.
turns your physical attack, half of your physical into magic, or whatever.
Okay, so Harris like so okay, so after the Chrono Dash, the next basic attack is 225 plus 100% total magic power, magic damage. So
Okay, but
What
it's
you would
but it's
really be
still a
looking to-
physical attack, right? And what's the what's it called?
Well, the
Only
dam-
defense against. What I'm wondering is, all right. So I guess the real question is, does Wind of Nature defend against basic attacks, all basic attacks, or just physical
well, it's
basic
against-
attacks?
It's physical basic attacks, yeah. Physical basic attacks. And
And
only physical, like true damage, it doesn't work on, which is why like Carry eats up anybody with Wind of Nature. Ballman can execute you, Martis can execute you. Like it only like
Oh,
legit.
and it's actually
only
all
physical.
physical damage for 2 seconds, not just basic attacks. It's all physical damage. I don't know
Oh
if
well,
that
yeah,
changed.
physical damage, yeah.
So yeah, I guess it
My
helps
bad.
with Carl
I answered
Teasy.
it.
I thought it was just basic attacks too for the longest time.
But it doesn't help with the hair. Like when you
Yeah,
see
it doesn't
hair
help with the
drop
Harith at
off
all.
The force and then starts
Yeah.
dashing auto attacking, it doesn't help.
don't have minions to go straight to the face. Few
Helps
gets
with
taken
Sanford,
out.
though.
The huge skirmish advantage here for Echo is being very, very apparent. Flap TZ goes down.
What is this juggle from Echo?
Easy game for
What did
Echo.
he hit
Yeah,
for
they
Yeah.
definitely
Echo?
didn't have
Will
any
he be enough?
no struggle in the series.
He's
Here.
going. He's got the wind of nature. He used it already.
Marco's
Nah, no
trying.
need.
Marco's
But
trying.
he is super low.
Oh,
And the
GG's.
base is
2
the
2-0.
key to victory
Echo has
as
6
Echo
points, day
goes
2.
for
2
another
sweeps in a
2-0.
row. They're gonna dominate this
The
season,
winning
bro.
streak
Did we
continues.
expect
The
any
world
different?
champs is still on momentum. Echo with a dominating performance of a 2-0 up against
Physical
Red
basic attacks, but
Esports.
Natan being half
How do
physical
you
and magic
stop
when
this?
will work against Natan.
As of now, you can't.
I mean, even if the Hive cannot do anything in front of the
And
Orcus,
Harith basic
they
attack
deserve
only.
to be loud
Harith basic, like
and proud.
truly basic, but no Harith is walking around using
Echo's got
basic
beautiful
attacks.
flow right
Yeah.
now. I have to say.
I'm
Like you,
so
the
I'm
ba-
guessing
like the
like
basic.
Comes out on
so
some
after.
flashes, but what keeps them in the game?
Hold on, where's Harith at?
Yowie's laser focus on the target,
Yeah.
on the win condition.
After his little
Dude,
chrono
it was
dash.
Work of
That's
Um,
magic. You're
work of
eating that.
gods, I might
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
Because the
Yeah,
last
But-
Mother
game,
Nature
the
can't
way
save
Hold
you
on.
from that.
struggled through Brand Esports,
Damage
there were
enhanced
4
next basic
heroes on their
attacks.
side that were low on HP, but nobody died, and they managed to close it out against Brand Esports.
So it
It's
does. It
still
will defend you
tight
against
from
the
2-0 dominating scores or whatever. It's
225.
still a challenge that they needed to
The basic
But
attack.
that's not what's killing you.
Yeah, that's. You're still gonna take the 100% total magic power.
Yeah, you're eating.
And you're
that.
taking
There
the
is no-
40% slow. So I mean.
Yeah. It's definitely not gonna help in that situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they just keep hitting their mark. Yowie just, I feel like he was just tasked.
I think even the
just
crazier
one
part.
thing,
This I
and he
think
did it well. He did it so well.
Nah, I might be
and the rest of the
mistaken.
team
This
obviously
hair
stands
can
up
I
and
think
beat up
Harris can
Slack.
crit
You
as
can't
well,
tank-
and it's
you
a
can't be the
magic,
main
but it's
tank, I'll
magic
do it
crit.
for you.
That's
They're
insanity.
able to work around it.
Yeah,
This
so I
Echo
like
fulfilling all their own
like
personal
there's no
responsibilities, and this is why it's already
there's no
unreal.
help from that.
It's the ecosystem. You know, the fundamental gameplay, the objective.
Bro, the fucking. I
laser
gotta
focused
say,
strategy.
the Evos Legends Harith skin
This how
is still
Echo
dope.
plays their game.
It did not. It aged well. I just feel like it's just a good skin, bro.
It's their second
Honestly, I think it's one of my favorite
Straight.
straight up.
fucking
I
skins.
have to
One of
say,
my favorite team
that's
skins.
not World Championship form in the strongest region of
Tracks
MLBB
down
in the
memory
world.
lane.
I don't
Yeah,
know
bro.
what is, because it takes a lot to do that.
It aged well.
PH to look at, so.
Fine
left,
wine.
I guess.
This is Filipino excellence right on your screens. And as we show and keep on showing everybody the Philippine meta or the changing meta, the capability of these players keeps on growing, keeps on giving us great gameplays and shows.
But the thing is, Nikki,
This
is
what
it's
the
not
teams needs to look for. If Red Esports
too
had-
flashy,
had a chance
no?
really close getting up against the world
I actually
champions,
sent
they
Leonis
either
that skin for his
iron
birthday
the
a few
days
years
to come.
back.
It was not like a
Leonis, you
total
still have that
waste,
skin? Well,
right?
you have
There
to
were
still have
moments
that
where
skin.
Bren,
but-
even in game one, they could have taken it. They could have actually done something to pull through the very strong offense of Echo, but it's just so difficult. Echo is just so consistent in taking.
Bro,
taking
Echo
threats
needs to stop
and
winning
going
so
for another
fast.
fight.
This is giving
And
us
also
like
the way
hour
they
breaks
really
and
have built
shit.
This ecosystem
Yeah.
that we keep talking about.
The way I see it, they're just
What
more
team is
committed.
Coach Deku?
They're
I'm not on a
really,
team.
you know, sold to the
Deku's
idea
casting.
the way
We're gonna be
we
duo
play
casting.
we play without
This is the
any
casting partner
hesitation.
for NICT
And
right
we
here.
stick to our roles, we
This is
stick
the
to our
champ
Yes,
jobs.
desk
sir.
right here.
That's what they do. That's why they're at you know, at
We're
this
trying to go to
level, and that's
M5.
why they're one of the best teams in the world.
Maybe MSC, you never know.
Even on the Philippines and
Maybe.
even onto the whole world. That was Echo. Strength, confidence, and consistency. Let's throw it over to Matt.
I was gonna play. There was only a few
Gentlemen.
teams I would have legit played for as a roam, but
Congratulations.
both of them
Pero
disbanded,
itaw natin yung
so
magandang
I lost
ginawa
interest.
ni Sanford nung game
But I do have
number
a
one.
roster
Intense
going
na
in.
yun. Actually, may point na parang, oh no, baka matatalo yung Echo.
But that's gonna
Pero
be
when that
the
moment
extent of me
happened,
playing.
easy,
I'll be
defensively
playing through
this
them.
time, pumunta ka sa bottom lane at nag-split push ka. Tuwang-tuwa ka doon. Kwento mo sa amin yung nangyari doon at call mo ba yun sa
I actually have to
decision
see the I don't know how the rules work on that. Is so I know you can't play for multiple teams, right? On signups. Are you able to be signed up as a coach for multiple teams?
You shouldn't be, but I don't know.
Nag-switch kayo ng roles and
I'm
decision.
holding the wrong
Brad,
phone up.
you were able to pull it off just like Benny.
I would
Cause
say
I've
no, but I don't know.
Masaya.
Even if the
Ano naman,
rules
gusto ko
are,
tanungin because
if there's like a loophole,
syempre, all
I wouldn't do
eyes
it.
are on
I don't
you.
think it's
Hindi
really
lang dahil world champs kayo,
politically
pero
correct,
2
Deku.
straight days in a row na sweep niyo yung
I'm in
kalaban.
NA. It's okay.
Former world champions
It's-
din. So,
We got
I mean,
like
off
one
the
more year.
books,
We'll
you
go
could
road.
be coaching them,
for
but I don't
sure.
think you
Yeah,
can
I
go
mean
into,
that's
you
gonna
know what I'm
happen
saying?
either.
How do you
Well,
feel
that's why I'm
about that?
asking. Like
Is
off
that
the books,
a
I'm
lot
definitely
of
gonna be
pressure?
involved with more than one team. But
But are you jumping in
I just
VC
wonder.
to help with draft and stuff for 2 teams? I don't think so.
Back to
But that's
serious
also crazy
technicalities.
because I
Pero may
have
goal ba
it
tayo
worked
na,
out
for
because
example,
I
you
have
want to
3
get like a
rosters that are like
90%
personally
win
mine,
rate
but I'm
sa
only putting
season
in
11?
one.
May goal ba ng ganun?
But there's other teams that have
Basta
reached out
up
to me
or
prior to
back in.
NACT
Alright. And speaking of, minention
to work
natin,
with
yung
them.
World
Now I would still help
Championship
them behind, like
finally
you said, like
na-announce na
under
pinili
the
ng
table
Echo ang
type thing.
Chove skin.
Um,
So a lot of people are very happy about that.
but yeah,
Pero
I was
tingin
wondering if they
nyo,
would be able to put me
Yawi,
down. But
ikaw, kung
that was
meron
just an
kang,
interesting
syempre
thought I
wala
was
pa, hindi pa
having.
ginagawa
I
yung
wish
skin, di
there
ba?
was a.
Pero kung meron kang vision,
Wish there was. I
may
think there's gonna be
challenge mo, kung paano mo
some more
nakikita yung skin,
activity
i-describe
on the
mo
coaching
how
side
it
from
would
people
look
now. I feel like people are
in
starting to
your
realize there's more
eyes.
than just being a player
Yeah.
available, and some people are taking the
Oh,
casting thing a little more
varsity jacket, ang ganda nga ng jacket nyo. On sale na,
serious
guys.
in the heart.
Thank
But
you so
I was
much
telling
for
Dave, I was talking to Dave about that. I feel like the whole coaching thing is gonna blow up a little bit more. I've already seen so many people now throw the coach in their name. I don't know if they're doing good work on coaching. I know people like will come ask me because mine is paid. Like I'm not free, so they'll see they'll like is there anyone doing it for free? I'm like I know some people with coach in their name, but I can't verify what they're doing. I'm not exactly sure what you'll get, but there's an interest at least from the community to like step up and fulfill roles higher than players. And that's really what we need. I think people get a little too caught up like in the spotlight and wanting to have all the glory. You know, obviously players get the most recognition, especially if you're winning. But I think people are starting to realize like there's another avenue to be involved and have an impact in NA.
Hell yeah.
And it'd be great to have some more rising coaches out there. That's a whole new avenue of content.
I think it's just definitely it's healthy. No. The more people are getting involved around all the different aspects, it's just gonna make the NA grow overall. It's how eventually when orgs do come and stuff like that, and when things do happen, and we'll just be more prepared for it all.
100%. And it's gonna be so good. Like it's fun watching it happen because like you can kind of see where it'll can potentially end up. It's just like getting there, right? That like it's the journey of having to wait for it to come, full circle and really get to that point. But it's exciting, like just seeing the stepping stones, I guess you could call it. That first leap for NA.
All right, I don't know if I'm gonna stay up and watch the rest. At least not on stream. I may have to call it. It's fucking 2 a.m. May rewatch some games tomorrow. I might have to call it. Deck. Tired. Worked like 10 hours today. Catching up to me.
Bro said life got the best of me.
Bro, seriously. I was all pumped, and then the MSC thing dropped, and I'm like pumped and pumped. Now the game ended, and I'm like, oh fuck.
Life. Reality.
Panic.
Real world manipulation is off the deck right now.
Seriously. Oh. But it was nice watching fucking that game. Who else plays tonight? I don't know if I'll ever do a fucking full all-nighter and watch it all. I think what I'll probably try to do, chat to, and then Deku is like probably watch like the first game, and then sometime like the next day or something, like tomorrow I might watch another game or something. I really want to try to watch like almost all of MPL PH and ID.
Weezy watches it all. Like Weezy does it, he'll watch it all the next day.
Yeah.
Like, he'll just let it play, then he'll go the next day, and then you can like just skip to the games, and you can get the stream done like pretty quick.
Yeah.
That's what happens typically anyway to the NA scene. Like they'll watch a little bit and then they're like, all right, I'm just gonna die now.
I'm gonna go die now. Yeah, it's 5 a.m.
So
So.
they'd be able to watch it all with you the next day.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna call it. Chat. You guys are gay. Just kidding. Thank you everyone who watched tonight. Thank you everyone for watching. It was a pleasure. Much love. MSC hype. NA's going to fucking MSC. It's dope. Super
Let's
excited
go.
about it. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'll definitely be doing another stream tomorrow night, watching more of these games and everything. So hopefully we'll see you guys there. But until then.